Hello, 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 hello. Hey, chat. I was muted. How are you guys doing? Holy aura. I'm here for Monkey Paw. Chat, how do you think they're gonna Monkey Paw the Warhammer Warbond? Circumcised? Yeah, I am circumcised. I am actually circumcised. I don't know who out there wants to know that, but I did receive my circumcision. Yo, Tony Saka with the 5 gifted. Oh, also, I don't have alerts on because my graphics card broke and I had to reinstall everything. Let me get alerts back on. Yo, throw up some big dubs for Mr. Tony Saka. Thank you, King. It gets heavy sway like OG Stim Pistol. Bolter will be medium with 90 damage at best. Yo, Shad with the 11 months. A pimp named Thickback has returned. Glad to see you back, though. Hope everything was going fine. Yo, let's get some big W's up for Shad. And we also have Nick with the $5 on Ko-Fi. He has returned. Like the stream, you degenerate chuds. Hold on, let me get alerts back on before you guys keep donating. What's up, Nick? How you doing? And we have a $2 from Last Tugboat Gaming. Well, well, well. Look who has returned. Well, well, well. Hold on, let me get alerts on. Don't donate. Guys, don't donate. It's not worth it without the alerts. Trust. Is it browser source? Window. Yo, Fugs with the $2. Glad to see you return from boot camp. Throw up some W's. Thank you, boys. My test alert didn't work. What's up, dog? Bro, with the haircut, I thought you were Clay. I need better glasses or new eyes. Well, well, well. What's up, Snow Leopard? What's up, Danks? What's up, Slickworm? I think I saw a hyphen there. What's up, Wise Guy Cheeto? What's up, Retro? What's up, Zach? What's up, Tripped Out? What's up, Satisfying Movie Reels? What's up, Sick One? What's up, Solace? What's up, Failure? What's up, Russian? How's everyone doing? The Cheeto is here. New cut looks good. Thank you. Tank with the 19 months. Can we get some big W's up for Mr. Tank? Why are my alerts working? Why is he bald? I look bald to you, brother. This is what bald is. It should just be this. Tank, thank you for the 19 months. Big W's. Shit, chat. I didn't set anything up. I'm so sorry. What is it, Brickums? Yo, Rival with the 10. You don't just leave to get milk, then come back expecting us to be here for you. We don't play that thick. Well, then why'd you give me $10? $20. This will be another mid warbond with nothing to it and mediocre passives and cool armor. Yo, throw up some W's for Rival. Chat, I would like to start the show. He gave you 10 for the milk. Yo, Rival with another $10. Throw up some W's. Thank you, King. I would like to start the show. However, we need alerts, which I didn't set up ahead of time. What do I use for alerts, chat? Do I use Stream Elements or Stream Labs? I ate the alerts. Hi, Arjack. Nice cut. Yeah, thank you, King. If you bulk up, you'd look dangerous in a good way. What do you mean, get fatter? You want me to bulk up and get fatter? And your voice was all I heard. I think I use Streamlabs, bro. Yeah, I think I use Streamlabs. Clock in, fatten up. I like your cut, G Smack. Hi, Clay. It's bulking season. Hi, Space T. Thick ain't fat. Yeah, I am. I'm literally obese. When I go to the doctor, they tell me I'm dangerously obese and I'm gonna die if I don't stop eating hot Cheetos. Please do not share this link with anyone. Yo, is that Normac? Bet they'll make the Warbond good and make everyone mad about the previous trash legendary Warbonds. Like even Ergo will feel good, just imagine. Yeah, I think so too. Because the fucking game director dude, or the production director, or someone, I forget their fucking name. Was commenting on a bunch of Reddit posts where the people were saying that everything sucked. Can I get a test? Test. YouTube super chat.
This is a test super chat message.
Okay, we're back. We're so back. I don't know if Ko-Fi alerts are on. So I guess we'll just have to wait for a Ko-Fi dono. Yo, what's up, Sir Mike's a lot? Hi, Lawler. Bolt pistol, heavy pen, plus explosive. Oh. Oh. Can someone remind me what Arrowhead has been lying about this time? I haven't been keeping up in the loot because HD2 news has been consistently draining. Yo, what's up, Double O Tater? Thanks. Yeah, don't worry. I'll remind you. That's what the whole stream is about, brother. All right, chat. We have YouTube alerts. Thack with the $10 on Ko-Fi, and the alert did not work. Can we get some W's for Mr. Thack? Also, like, it's not showing up in chat either, which I feel like it's weird. What's up, Brendan? Thack says, look at this clean cut mofo.
And bullets for you, and bullets for you.
W.
Everybody gets bullets.
Holy haircut, also 23 IRL.
Yo, Anthony with the 23 months. Holy haircut. Yo, throw up some big dubs for Anthony. Throw up some big dubs for Thack McDub. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you very much. Also, like, it didn't put the Ko-Fi in the chat, did it? Like, I know the link is there, but it should have put Thack's, like, message in the chat. Normac with the 5 on Ko-Fi, and Nick with the 5 on Ko-Fi, both saying test. It didn't work, guys. Thank you guys for the $5. Guys, I know I haven't streamed in a while, but you don't have to donate money to me. Okay? I'm just here for the love of the game. Of hating on Arrowhead because they nerfed my favorite gun. Pre-recorded stream. It's like he's still with us. Yeah, I knew you were gonna say that, bro. All right, well, that's not it. Yo, Space T with the 5 gifted? Yo, Space T. What a nice guy.
And bullets for
Throw
you,
up some W's for
bullets
Mr. Space
you.
T.
Everybody gets bullets.
What the fuck is this account? What's up, Phase Shifter X4H? How are you doing, bro? It's good to see you, Mr. X4H.
And bullets for
What's
you,
up, Big House?
Bullets for you. Everybody gets bullets.
Wait, he's back. Yo, Link with the 20 months. I thought it was a title update.
And bullets for you. And bullets
Well,
for
I'm pretty
you.
sure they're on
Everybody
vacation this
gets
month,
bullets.
so we'll probably get a title update after they're done with vacation. Yo, Shad just gifted Lawler a sub. Yo, Lawler's green.
Bullets for
All right,
you,
the prophecy
bullets
has been
for you.
fulfilled.
Everybody gets bullets.
The prophecy has been fulfilled. Lawler is green on the day I start stream again after like 2 months. Why you no
And
stream
bullets
for so
you,
long?
And bullets for you. Everybody gets bullets.
All right, let me mute the alerts so I can tell you why I haven't streamed for so long. Because the only news when it comes to Helldivers
And bullets
is,
for you. And bullets for you. Everybody gets.
yo, Donkey Prime with the channel membership. Throw up some W's. Thank you, Mr. Donkey Prime. Because the only news when it comes to Helldivers is how the devs are fucking assholes and liars, and they just do something else fucked up, and they ruin their performance, and they fuck up the game even more, and it's fucking tiring. So I logged off, and I went and played PoE 2 for about 650 hours, and now I'm back. Okay? The developers of this game are bad at their jobs. They're in denial about it, even though they admit it from time to time. And then they think it's smart to do the opposite of the feedback. They think that that's a smart idea. And they're liars and they're scoundrels and they should be ashamed of themselves. Because I know that the people who work at Arrowhead that aren't developers, who feel a lot of the negativity surrounding their game, it affects their mental health, and the balance devs should be ashamed because it's their fault.
With that new haircut, no way'll stop my wife from cheating on me.
Thack. I'm just a regular guy, okay? I'm just a regular guy. I don't want to fuck your wife, okay? Stop asking. Thack, thank you for the $10, but I'm not gonna fuck your wife. I'm just a regular guy.
There was a lad in the clay court who said it best. There are some devs in the Arrowhead team that should consider taking a permanent vacation.
They should be ashamed of themselves. Whichever dev watched my videos or streams and then nerfed whatever every YouTuber talked about for like a year straight and ruined their reputation and decided to lie about stealth nerfing things should be ashamed. If you lie, you should be ashamed of yourself. It's not good to lie. This is like basic morality that you need to learn at a young age. But unfortunately, with the world we live in, people get to really old ages lying all the time. But guess what? You get caught. Okay? You get caught in your lies. And it's that simple.
Holy Thick is back.
Yo, Arrow with the $5. Throw up some W's. Thick coming back looking fresh. Your voice sounds different, does it? After 4.4k hours, I dropped my first mirror. That's crazy, bro. Bro, I've been playing Expedition so much, just hunting for the fucking mirror Expedition. I didn't find it. I found a Hinakura lock. All right, I'll have to get Ko-Fi to work off stream because I kind of just want to start the stream. You know what I mean? If you send a Ko-Fi, I will appreciate and deeply love you. Okay, just let me know in chat that you sent a Ko-Fi, and I'll go look it up. Yeah, I found a Hinekora lock inside a Remnant. I'm pretty sure mirrors and locks drop more in multiplayer. I heard that from someone.
When are you gonna release all the post streams you are hiding from us?
Yo, Space T with the $5. Never. I did find a Hinekura's lock, though. That shit was hype. Throw up some big W's
If
for
they
Mr.
fired
Space
every
T.
regarded someone would have to fire themselves in the end.
Bro,
Also, please bed my wife.
there would be no one left. There would be no one left, Fugs. Yo, Blaster with the 5. Also, I won't bed your wife. I'm just a regular
Balanced
guy.
devs are like the one group member who doesn't show up for the presentation, and their part they just has a slide that reads add title here.
Reads add title here. Yo, Blaster, thank you for the $5. I appreciate it. I don't know, bro. It's just it's something. Roll the clip. Fuck you, Dead Snake. I saw your comment. I need Clay to resend me the clip. Are you guys talking about the Clay clip? Whoever balances the game uses a spreadsheet and hasn't played the game for more than 100 hours. They probably haven't played the game for more than 100 hours since launch. Yo, Phase Shifter.
Bullets for you. Everybody gets bullets.
2 years.
Oh, I was expecting it to say more. Yo, Phase Shifter with the 2 years. 2 years. Yo, throw up some big W's for Mr. Phase Shifter. Oron with the 10 months of Prime.
Shed alarm. Shed alarm. Warframe stream in T-minus 39 days. This is not a drill. Brace for impact. Also, did you see the trailer for PAX Autocratic in Reacts?
No, I didn't see that. We'll probably watch it later after I'm done ranting.
Damn, Thick coming back looking fresh. Takes my breath away.
Yo, Pyro, my goat. Elron, my goat. 10 months, 8 months, 2 years on Phase Shifter. Come on, Clay, you know which clip. The integrity. The tegrity. I need it again. I had to reinstall everything on my computer. My graphics card broke. Gross, you cut your sexy long hair, Big L. It was getting nappy. I had to cut it off, man. Yo, what's up, Jordan? All the phonies pretending they're raging against the machine until they see a half-baked bolt pistol. Yeah, it's kind of funny. I mean, it's like, I'm not going to act like I don't get it. Like, I think the Warframe times Helldivers collab is like, the most anticipated collab that there's been. So it's like, I get it. But also it's like, I mean, I don't know. Is your plan to just log in and try to enjoy the gameplay for like 3 days to a week or something? Like, is that the plan here? We're just going to log in, play the Warhammer Warbond for like, did I say Warframe earlier? I feel like I said Warframe earlier because Elron wrote Warframe in chat. Like, bro, the game is in a horrendous fucking state right now, in my opinion, in my humble opinion. The last 6 times I tried to play, my computer just hard locked. You did? My bad. I'm at Warhammer. The last like 6 to 7 times, what the fuck was that?
I hope all light pen just give me the most doom.
Yo, Nick with the $2. I hope all light pen just give me the most doom. You hope it's all light pen? Throw up some W's. No, I'm at Warhammer. My bad. Elron wrote Warframe in a message, and that's why I said Warframe. My bad. Hard to get excited when you know they're going to make the Warhammer stuff suck, and the game's constantly...
Genalarm, my streamer, hello Thick, paying my tax for always spamming in Smell Divers. I have 225 characters to fill, but I have nothing else to say.
Yo, Bio with the $20, bro.
You couldn't hit a cow's
Throw up
ass
some
with
big
a
W's for
backhoe.
Bo. And Darbly with the 9 months of Prime. It's okay, Bo. I will accept your $20 penance. Okay? And for your $20,
integrity.
we're going to give you some integrity.
One of the cool things about design at Arrowhead is, like, I think this was even said out loud, like, I don't believe in balance. Balance is stupid.
It's the flag, and it's also just the flag. It's not a magic flag.
Just the flag. Just the flag. Just the flag. It's not a magic flag.
Look at my lips. You're ruining it. Ruining.
You're ruining
One of the
it.
biggest fears that gamers think that we make the game for anything but the love for players.
Bro, I know for a fact that Pyostat was max offended when we called them greedy for doing the mech war bond. That's why he did the AMA. That really got under his skin. I know that for a fact, especially after, we're going to watch this interview later, especially after he did this interview where he really emphasized that we're just doing it for the love of the game. We're not doing it because we're greedy. Well, you need to fucking stop focusing on your new game that your focus is on and maybe come back to the Helldivers community. Because the liar I'm calling out today at Arrowhead is the man himself, Pyostat. Anybody remember? Anybody remember this AMA? It's me, Ask Me Anything, 3 months ago. Anybody remember this? Guys, we're doing this for the love of the game, and I promise you, my actions will be, I will report back every other week with where we are, what our thoughts are, and how we're moving forward. He didn't come back once. What the fuck is wrong with you, you fucking donut?
Enjoy
Bro.
my rooster piles of shot.
Yo, Nick, thank you for the $2. Bro, I've been watching a lot of Kitchen Nightmares recently.
Here's a free warbond. I'm going to go vibe in Satisfactory now, it's train time.
Yeah, literally. Yo, yo, bringing money back. Thank you for the 5. Yeah, they were like, yeah, you know how you guys, guys, we're not greedy. Here's your 1 free war bond. And now we're just going to fucking ignore every other thing you've ever said forever because we're giving away free stuff in the Galactic War. Oh, also the free stuff we're giving away, we're totally twisting that, and now it's FOMO to try to get more daily active users. Like, these people are out of their fucking minds, bro. They need to stop trying to be like Bungie. They literally need to stop following in Bungie's footsteps, bro. That's all I want. I just want them to not be Bungie, bro. I remember 2 years ago, or 2.5 years ago when this game came out, and Pyostat would say the most based things, bro, and it was right after Suicide Squad Killed the Justice League came out. You guys remember that game? And what else came out around that time? Concord. Concord came out after, but still. Like, all
The
this...
Battle will continue to play. After all, your $20 was promised to us 3,000 years ago.
Yo, Pettin Fiend with the 5. The Goy cattle will enjoy the Goy slop. Yo, they're up some W's. Thank you for the 5. They should be more linked to Bungie because Bungie just fired a bunch of people, at least in that aspect. That's gonna come later when they ditch Helldivers to work on their new game, Mayhem, which will be really funny if it ends up being an extraction shooter. That's gonna be fucking hilarious. It's gonna be fucking hilarious if it's an extraction shooter, bro. That would be really funny. But that's when that will happen. Let's get some Arrowhead layoffs up in this bitch. Everyone was celebrating Helldivers 2 for being a great example of base devs making good games. Yeah, and it was just bullshit, bro. It's unfortunate. Like, this is the exact company that I wanted to succeed. And now I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck if they fail. I really don't. I wanted them to succeed. What's up, Panda Chevitz? Trim's looking clean. Mayhem, is this real? Yeah, it's called Mayhem. Or at least that's the project name. That's what he told some people in China when they went to Shanghai for their Bilibili shit. I don't fucking know.
You couldn't hit a cow's arse with a banjo.
Shams, Piles and Nick make the best worst idiot sandwich ever. Good to see ya back, King.
Yo, Raging Kane, thank you
Tarkov
for the
is
9
so
months.
much more fun than Helldivers.
Yo, Raging Kane, thank you so much for the 9 months. Throw up some big W's. Fugs with the 2, Tarkov is more fun than Helldivers. And Nick with the 2, nerf their employment status. Thank
Nerf
you
their
guys for the
employment
donos.
status.
Where's their scruffy chud that shit talked? I like that guy. What's up, Sam's Wise? The China PR tour is dumb when the game has bad reviews over there. I mean, but wouldn't it make sense to do a PR tour then? Some of us learned a valuable lesson from this betrayal. To be fair, I got my money's worth with the amount of hours. Yeah, true. I mean, I got my money's worth. I also got my money's worth out of my 2,500 hours of Borderlands 3. But Borderlands is another example of a fucking dog shit game by a slop company that had a bunch of potential where they just did the worst shit possible. I think when you're like on the inside, it's really hard to see the obvious shit that's wrong because you know more details. And that kind of mixes how you look at it. Oh shit, I'm getting the call. Hold on. Hello? Damn, bro. They told me to stop talking shit, bro. They said they're gonna send the BlackRock assassins to my house if I don't end the stream right now. Sorry, guys, it's over. Psych, that was my roommate. Damn. You should check your React channel. While you weren't here, your fans kept posting things. Okay, Noble. You have a dog now? I've always had a dog. It's my roommate's dog. I'm his unk. I want to make my own game and go to college for game dev. Is it actually hard? Or is this people being completely stupid? So my take on it is that coding is a technical skill that is actually hard to do, but the decisions surrounding a lot of these games are really fucking obvious, and a lot of these people are fucking idiots, bro.
BB barking orders.
Like, I think it's hard to learn how to code, and I think different aspects are more challenging than others. Like, for example, working on like an engine would be difficult, whereas like UI design is easy, but it's tedious. And I think understanding the coding languages itself is like technically challenging, but it's like the decisions of how a game should play or like the reactions to stuff that community finds and then just making a boneheaded fucking take. People just have boneheaded takes, brothers. Like that kind of shit is fucking stupid, bro, and it's ridiculous. And I also think that a lot of decisions surrounding games is that they often leave certain features at the wayside because they need to make money. And that's realistic. But there comes a point where you can't completely neglect your game's performance and the game engine altogether so that you can go launch the game on Xbox and sell out for a fucking Halo collab. Like, these people want to talk about their integrity and how their vision for the game. They fucking sold out so that they could do a Halo collab and sell the game on Xbox, and the game's performance got completely left at the wayside. Like, the game's performance is still fucking horrible. It's ridiculous. I love that, Clay, you don't understand is their vision. What about stealth nerfing a fucking plant to ragdoll you? Hog said Arrowhead views players' needs as an obstacle rather than an opportunity. Yeah. I also watched, what's her name? Background NPC. She made a video talking about Crimson Desert. She made a video talking about Crimson Desert, and she said it was very nice to see the Crimson Desert developers not viewing player feedback as an Avengers level threat, and instead they just said, oh, that's what we need to fix, and then they fixed it. Like, Crimson Desert had a very, very brief rocky launch. It was extremely brief. Like, the game's launch was rocky for, I feel like, less than a week. And then it was just uphill from there. Like, I feel like it was like 2 days, bro. I feel like their launch was rocky, like, before the game came out, and then they fixed a bunch of stuff based on feedback from the early access reviews, and then they fixed a bunch of stuff immediately when the game came out. And when they removed features and the players cried to bring it back, they literally brought it back instantly. Like, there was a bug that you could, no, it wasn't a bug. The
5 from Slim_Filler.
Yo, our alerts are on.
Craziest thing is that nothing have changed since 60 days Plan AH still gaslights us and keep lying.
Yo, Slim Fillet. They keep gaslighting us? Yeah. Yo, throw up some W's. Thank you, Mr. Slim Fillet. I need Ko-Fi to put those messages in chat so that I cannot forget them. Craziest thing is that nothing have changed since 60 days plans. Arrowhead still gaslights us and keep lying. I think they did change from the 60-day plan. I think between the 60-day plan...
You tell lies fixing anything takes 8 months.
Yo, Nick... Yeah, sorry. Crimson Desert didn't fix everything in fucking 2 weeks, bro. It took them 8 months, guys. It took them 8 months. Yo, Nick, thank you for the 2. I think between the 60-day plan and the Servants of Freedom War Bond was the glory days of Helldivers. That's when things were actually going good, and it felt like the devs were not trying to undermine us. But then they immediately nerfed the Dickel and the Ultimatum, and after that, it was just pure downhill. Like, you know, the we're so back, it's so over. We've never been back after the Ultimatum got nerfed. That was the last we're so back, was Servants of Freedom. After it got nerfed, it was pure over. What's up, Bola? Arrowhead equals tiny build. I'll bet on it. They'll make a slap game once Helldivers is out of juice. Like, after the 60-day plan part 1, I remember the part 2, they made the Senator heavy pen, and that felt like a moment where they said, okay, fuck our realism and our in-game believability. We're going to make a heavy pen Senator because it would be fucking cool. That's why they made the Senator heavy pen. I know that was their conversation. I know that was their reasoning. We're going to make it heavy pen because it's fucking cool. This doesn't match the game because small caliber bullets can't be AP4. That's their internal reasoning with the game, is that small caliber bullets should never be AP4. The senator shouldn't
50
exist.
from Nick.
Nick with the 50!
Okay, I am paid up for the stream. More $2 for YouTube to skim coming your way.
Yo, Nick with the 50 on Ko-Fi. Throw up some W's. He's paid up. He's paid up for the stream. Yo, Nick, I fucking appreciate you, big dog. And on Ko-Fi, bro. Appreciate it. Guys, remember, donate on Ko-Fi. I get the money immediately, and YouTube doesn't take their, like, 30% cut. But Senator's not a small caliber. I think that, like, bro, just ask yourself if a revolver should be able to penetrate heavy armor. The answer is no. Realistically, the Senator should not be AP4. Realistically, okay? It should be AP4 because it's fucking cool. And I am 99% sure that their internal conversation when they decided to make that change went exactly like that. They said, okay, this isn't realistic. It doesn't fit the theme of the game, but we're just going to do it because it's fucking cool. You know those other video games where, like, you're in your last stand with a revolver and you just hit the shot? That's how they wanted you to feel when they made the Senator AP4. And that's what they need to do. Yo, throw up some big W's in chat for Nick. I don't see enough fucking where's the contents. Space Tia, I don't understand this meme. I'm gonna be real with you. They have zero vision. You can use space magic to say why small caliber is AP4. Sure. I don't think you need to do any of that. I think you just need to do what's cool and interesting. And I think there is a level of believability and verisimilitude that is obviously important to not take you outside of the world. But Senator being AP4 doesn't take anybody outside of the world, obviously. Or very few people, I should say. Round size doesn't matter. Can penetrate APC. That rifle's semi-armor.
Actual integrity. Take notes, losers.
Yo, Nick with the $2. Some actual integrity. Integrity. Clay, you gotta add Randy. You gotta add Randy saying integrity to the video. Verisimilitude, word of the day. Oh shit, So, you had another kid? Hi, Robo. Wait, did So have another kid? Autism will always win. So, let's refresh the timeline here, guys. Let's refresh the timeline. Just join the stream. What's the context of the bolt gun? They teased the Warhammer collab. Let's refresh the timeline, guys. Okay, let's refresh the timeline. So, 3 months ago, a little over 3 months ago, Arrowhead released a trailer with a mech warbond in it. And the whole community cried and whined, okay? And they said, hey, we don't like that you put mechs in a warbond and you're neglecting all of the systems in your game except for warbonds. Every single system that could possibly be in this video game is getting neglected. The only thing that's not getting neglected is warbonds. So then Unfiltered made some posts shit-talking Arrowhead and shit-talking Pilestat or Shams or whoever else. And Pilestat got triggered because everybody called him greedy. And he wants you to know he's not greedy. So he came on Reddit to do an AMA. And everybody fucking flamed him. And he got massive downvoted on half of his answers. Like, some of his answers are fucking hidden, I'm pretty sure. Oh, well, this one's not downvoted. Doesn't it say he responded here? I'm pretty sure the one under Odo got downvoted. Damn, they had bots go back and upvote this. That's crazy, bro. Damn, bro. These were all downvoted. They're all upvoted now. That's crazy.
Always enjoy the streams, Thick. Much love, bro.
Oh, he did get downvoted under Odo. Maybe that's what I was remembering. Yo, is that Reaperson with the $2? Throw up some W's.
Pile of shot and scams your money, get names right.
Pile of shot and scams your money. Yo, thank you, Reaperson. Thank you, Nick, for another $2. Looking sharp. What's up, meme men? Sony's army of bots is undefeated. I swear all his posts were downvoted like crazy. Like for weeks after as well. I don't know what happened. Anyways, that's besides the point. Anyways, there was massive pushback to this AMA. People were angry. That's the only point I was trying to make. And he made a post and he said, "Hey everyone, I want to thank you all for taking the time to ask questions, challenge me, and share your frustrations. I did this AMA because I saw disappointment, criticism, and mistrust, and it got to me. I wanted to get a better sense and understanding at what was at the heart of it. A lot of the points you make are fair. Some are painful to read, but I know it comes from a group of players that care deeply about Helldivers and want it to remain special." Which it's not. Which it's not. Your guys' number one priority is still war bonds and selling out to whoever will do a fucking collab with you, bro. They literally sold out the game's integrity so that they could launch on Xbox, which has horrible fucking performance to this day. PC has horrible fucking performance, depending on what system you're on. But I would say majority of them are bad. Seeing you without the afro is weird. You're weird. And Pilestat said, furthermore, the concern is that war bonds feel like they're moving faster than fixes, polishes, and improvements, which is not the intent, but perception matters. This is a fucking retarded response, by the way. That's what's happening, bro. I like how he's implying that that's just the perception, that it's just a perception that war bonds are moving faster than... No, they are. Your intent, this is a problem they've had since the game came out. Your intent can be whatever you want it to be, but that's not the reality of what's happening inside of the game. I could literally pull up an old video where I say this. Your intent can be whatever the fuck it is. It doesn't matter. Your intention doesn't matter. The road to hell is paved by good intentions. What does that statement mean? It's an old adage. It means you can have great intentions, but it can still lead to bad outcomes. Your intentions don't matter. And your intentions don't change the reality of the situation. So I just like how his answer reframes this as if it's just perception that war bonds are coming out faster than fixes. No, it's fucking not, bro. That's what's happening. I don't think that's your intention, maybe. I don't think that's Pilestat's personal intention, but that's what your company is doing. You want us to communicate better. That means accurate patch notes. Guys, we're going to get you accurate patch notes, guys. We're going to get you guys accurate patch notes. See, this is the problem with intentions and reality. Like, go to a courtroom and get, like, you're being arrested for a crime, and the judge will be like, and you'll tell the judge, like, oh, it wasn't my intention to kill him when I shot him in the head. That wasn't my intention. Guess what, buddy? You're going to jail unless you paid the judge off. Action. I will report back once every other week, starting this week. Didn't come back once. He didn't come back once, bro. I bet he got in trouble. I'm going to be real. I will give a slight benefit of the doubt here that when he did this AMA, he got in trouble with Sony. I bet they're in trouble with Sony for lying about the Coyote. I've thought about this. They probably can't admit the Coyote lie because if they do, then they'll get in trouble with Sony. How much you want to bet? But the problem is, here's the problem. Like, it's fine. Like, it's not fine, but like, it's fine if you ignore certain things, right?
Getty M.
Yo, Nick with the $2. Throw up some W's. Get them. It's fine if, like, you know, if they'll get in trouble with Sony for not admitting the Coyote lie, right? But, like, how come all the following patches and all the following things you're doing to the game and all your following actions is you lying more and not following up on very easy and simple, like, promises that you've made? Like, bro, how easy would it be to write a fucking blog post every other week? So Pilestat tweeted after this and said, "Hello there. Since I wrote some foolhardy checks that the team had to cash, I want to do a massive kudos to Helldivers Game and Marcom team and all of Arrowhead for picking up the torch for updating you guys every other week. And this cadence of communication will continue." So not only did he not come back once, he made the Arrowhead community team do it. And they didn't update us. They updated us fucking once, bro. They can't even write a fucking blog post on time. Like, this is the fucking company that they have become, bro. It's sad. It's literally sad. When did he tweet this? June 12th. So the day before, like 2 days before June 12th was when they was when they updated us. Here it is. Oh, a week before. Here is their singular bi-weekly update. He said, "I will come back every other week." And then he said, "I can't come back every other week. The community team will do it." And then the community team came back once.
From Bio. $6 for the 30 YouTube took from you.
Yo, Bio with the $6. Throw up some W's for Bio. Yo, what's up, Renard? Throw up some W's for Bio. Thank you for the $6. Bro, I'm losing my voice already, bro. I'm already losing my voice. And I'm losing my fucking mind. I thought it would be funny. Thank you. I don't think they were ever any different. It's just easier to cope when you have no idea what this motherfuckers are, but the entire community says how humble they are. Is it Piles from a turbo rich family? I don't know. Stay sane, Exile. He went to China instead. Yeah, aren't they going back to China this week? They're doing another interview in Shanghai. Bro, I just think it's fucking pitiful, bro. Like, you guys, Arrowhead Game Studios, you are pitiful, bro. You can't do a blog post every 2 weeks. Like, that's where we are now. That's where we are. So they can't do a blog post every 2 weeks. They can't stop lying. They can't not nerf anything. Like, the game, like, the last 6 to 7 times I've tried to play this game, I've literally just hardlocked. The game's performance is in fucking shambles. My graphics card is broken, which is irrelevant. Although, I happen to remember I started having problems on other games and my graphics card, my graphics were worse after the first time I hardlocked on Helldivers. Do you still believe they didn't do a good game by accident? I think they didn't make the game good on accident. I think some things were accidental because some people, like, some stuff was bugged and people like the bugs. So some stuff was definitely good on accident. However, I think since launch, they have gotten one guide and reacted in the worst possible way to everything and listened to the wrong people about everything. And then they just sit there and talk out of their ass like they're doing a good job. And nothing's wrong and nothing's going wrong. Like nothing's... The game isn't a fucking dumpster fire. All the best parts of the game have been outsourced. You a sexy beast. What happened to your handsome locks? You look like a glazer. What's up, Harry?
So FTWari ka enti damage ha diwari.
Yo, Nick with the $2. Software can't damage hardware. True, bro. Listen, bro. If you think software can't damage hardware, I will give you the benefit of the doubt that you don't know anything about electronics, right? But, like, you shouldn't make a Reddit post that says, I'm no expert, but software definitely can't damage hardware. You're a fucking idiot if you do that, okay? If you don't know anything about it, just shut the fuck up. Bro, I see posts all the time that's like, or not all the time. I see memes where it's like someone who's into tech has every newest piece of software, electrical engineer. I only own a toaster and I have a gun pointed at it in case it comes alive. How can something soft damage something hard? If software can't damage hardware, then how come my brain is damaging my body? Pinned by the mods, by the way. Love the main sub. Hi, Lab! I remember jokingly saying the Warhammer Warbond would be the next one 3 months ago. Oh, that's funny, actually. Why propaganda commander participants didn't speak up for the community part? Are they getting a cut from Sony to keep their mouth shut? What are you even talking about? Didn't speak up for what community? Also, who? Who didn't speak up for the community? Because I'm in the propaganda commanders and I'm speaking up for my community. And my community's a bunch of fat fucking chuds. What do you think about the theory that they canceled the car Warbond after the backlash? Thus, the next Warbond they'll release is the Warhammer 40k one. Well, they said July 30th. I mean, this is going to be the next Warbond, right? Yeah, what's up, Raptor? That's not a theory, it's true. Yeah, they teased a bolt pistol and they said July 30th. Kazrakan armor too. If they fuck up the Warhammer Warbond, I don't think anyone will forgive them. But why have you already forgiven them? Like, that statement is coming from a place that the game is in a good spot right now, which it's just not. New to stream. What did they make everyone forget? They post a teaser for a Warhammer Warbond, and everybody shits their pants and completely forgot what a fucking dumpster fire the game and the company is. And I'm here to remind you guys, okay? If you have fun on Helldivers, you're literally my enemy, bro. You know that meme of the guy saying, stop having fun? That's me, okay? You're not allowed to have fun around these fucking parts, bro. Okay? I'm not gonna let keys be jingling, okay? If you have fun on Helldivers, you are my enemy, bro. In my eyes, the Jedi are evil. I have left the game uninstalled after Buzz had a video about what all they found in the too many changes, and it was all enemy buffs. I am at 3K hours. I do not forgive them for their half-assed mechanics, low-effort gun customization, incomplete stealth, fake enemy fixes. Fuck them. I'm still waiting on the Warbond they delayed a few weeks ago. What's going to happen when the Warhammer Warbond comes out and you can kill the 15 enemies on screen with it? I've been thinking this since Cyberstan. I'm having fun. You're my enemy, Valashil. And your name is Shill. Your feelings for her are not real. They're real to me. Fun in my part of the internet? I don't think so, liberal. I haven't played since Xbox launch. Have you actually not played since Xbox launch, Bugs? I thought you were on this game all the time. I just want to be able to communicate and coordinate with the HD2 community in-game. You know what game is better than Helldivers? Gmod. Be right back. Hi, Muffin. Bye, Muffin.
People are acting like associating with Warhammer will cure everything else that ails this game. If it's good, it will be in spite of what their standards are for balance.
Yo, Flash with the $10. I actually think my prediction has been the same since they teased it 3 months ago, which is that it probably will be good because the production director commented on multiple Reddit posts shit-talking the legendary Warbonds. I would have to pull up his response. But he literally replied to 2 different Reddit posts saying that the legendary Warbonds are the worst Warbonds in the game. So I think on that basis alone that they will make the Warhammer weapons good. Like, everybody's doing the meme of light pen bolter. They'll probably make it medium pen. But it should be heavy pen. Okay? Okay? Just saying. However, I think it actually will be good because of his responses.
No, I play good games like Started Valley.
Yo, Fugs with the $2 playing Started Valley. W. I'm having fun playing with Clay, playing the game. What now? Yeah, but you're retarded, so who cares? Meanwhile, the other 2 legendary Warbonds are shit. This is a manipulation tactic. Put something new in front of them to direct their attention away from the problem, just like the news. Northeast, west, south does. Speaking of shit devs, I just can't get into Darktide, especially after that launch. Bro, I can play Darktide for like 2 hours, and then I just don't want to play anymore. Skatari is pretty cool. What was the propaganda commander thing even for in the end? I don't see the point, especially when Erevan got snubbed. You know, that's a really good question that I don't have an answer to. The bolter should be medium. It's a guardsman bolter. That thing is not remotely as powerful as the pistols Space Marine use. Yeah, but you're wrong, and I don't care what you say. It should be heavy pen. I want a Hellgun as a laser backpack support weapon. So you're telling me that you want this pistol to just be a verdict. You just want to have another verdict. That's what you're telling me. That's fucking stupid, and the verdict is fucking dog shit. And you want this to just be a dog shit side grade to a gun that's in the game. That's what you just typed in chat. And that's why you're stupid and your opinion is wrong. Another veto. The Space Marine pistol would punch holes in the Hive Lord. No, I think it should be an explosive verdict. That's true. It should be explosive. I want it to be like the Darktide bolt pistol. Whoever said they wanted that is retarded. I'm making it heavy pen, especially if they don't. Look at the caliber. If that's medium, they'll be smoking something. I hope it's light pen, so it isn't hyena'd. It should be minimum a secondary quick shot eruptor. Thick spicy today. Anyways, chat, what are we moving on to? What are we moving on to, bro? So I guess Shams and Piles went to China. They went to China and did an interview. Who saw this? Put a 1 in chat if you already saw this.
That was probably one of the most magical ones so far in Helldivers history, I would say.
你们有没有动过哪些手术？
Hi, Bear Claw.
We didn't rig anything. There was something happening behind the scenes, but it was a translation error.
你们可以实话实说，这里又没有真理部。我必须澄清，这不是采访，这是一次述职。民主从这里开始播报。两位长官，欢迎来到上海防线，请简单的介绍一下自己。
I'm Johan Pilestedt. I'm the founder and creative director at Arrowhead.
And my name is Shamster Johnny, and I'm the CEO of Arrowhead Games.
那我们正式开始述职。工作室的名字叫箭头，它的由来是什么？
So my last name is Pilestedt, which means arrow. So that's why we
好玩优先，不硬卷。好玩优先。
I didn't watch this interview. I was listening to Clay stream it while I was playing PoE, but I wasn't really paying attention. I'm gonna be so real. In the next question,
5 from Shed2 Joshi. The only fun I get from HD2 is the amount of Google Docky and Photoshop projects I get to make. AH fears my skills in those aspects, that's why they had to release another announcement from the earlier announcement for the announcement when I've been showing my 40k war bond.
yo, send me your Google Docky. I want to see your Google Docky, Mr. Shad. Yo, Shad, thank you for the $5. Throw up some W's.
好玩优先，不硬卷平衡，这个理念是怎么形成的？
All right, hold on.
好玩优先。
Okay, let's see. So the interviewer, hold on, let me fucking mute this so I can just read it out loud. So the interviewer is saying, in the Helldivers series, your team prioritizes fun first over obsessively strict balance. Who? Bro, why do they do these fucking paid ass fucking interviews, bro? Why do they do these fucking paid and bought for fucking interviews? Like, my God, bro. Yeah, who says that? Literally, who feels that way? Can we name one person who feels that way? I think even Glazers wouldn't say that they aren't obsessive with their balance. Like, we disagree on what the balance should be, right? But I think even a Glazer would say that they don't do obsessive fucking balancing. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, we disagree what it should be, but yeah. Shad's Google Dockies are the best, simply the best. No one makes Google Dockies like Shad. Hi, Huzenga. Looking to farm aura, as the kids say. This interview has better graphics than the destruction of Angel's Venture.
we believe that when emotions run high, that's when you create strong bonds of friendship.
The mechanics create unpredictable chaos. You look at your friend, you laugh again, and then something crazier happens and it snowballs into...
Oh, I got ragdolled again, bro. It's so chaotic and amazing. Oh, guys, you know what would make a really chaotic situation? If we make the fucking ice plant ragdoll you now. This would make such a chaotic situation and unpredictable. Yeah, I will say this was unpredictable that they made the fucking ice plant ragdoll you. I didn't predict that. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna lie. I didn't see that coming, bro. They're right about that one.
Each other, and it just goes on. That matters more than if this weapon is perfectly designed or the balance. It's actually maybe more fun if it isn't balanced in some.
I like how he says it's more important to have chaotic fun than for everything to be perfectly balanced. And in fact, it's even more balanced, or it's even more fun sometimes if it isn't balanced. But the literal microsecond that something is a little bit too strong, it gets fucking Thanos snapped out of existence instantly. And then immediately, and then there's all these fucking underpowered dog shit slop for years upon years. And then their solution to that is to give the sterilizer more ammo. Like, I feel like we're saying the same things, but we mean very different things. Like, we're saying the same things here, but we mean very different things. Yo, that haircut's fire, but it actually is. He did a good job. He did a good job, man.
Some ways and form. And just have fun.
Hi,
with
Bluey.
it. And that's the spirit that's always existed in the games, always. And still, the humor is present in the way we work and the mechanics in the game.
接下来到了本次报告的核心部分——上海保卫战。前不久，上海经历了一次进攻，而前兵们依靠的不是装备。
Now they're talking about when Equality on Sea got attacked.
是热情作为抵抗。
Fell, New York, Stockholm, Jerusalem. Turned out the only city that was left standing was Equality on Sea. We didn't anticipate it, we didn't know, but the Chinese players came together to defend it in a different way.
你们有没有动过哪些手术？
5 from Bio. Arrowhead probably loves interviewing in China because they can just pay them and get paid to lie to the public. It's perfect. No wonder they love China. Just rig society to love you because you have money while people won't like me because I am a loser I need to pay WAH.
Bio with the 5 says, Arrowhead probably loves interviewing in China because they can just pay them and or get paid to lie to the public. It's perfect. No wonder they love China. Just rig society to love you because you have money. Wah, wah. People won't like me because I'm a loser. I need to pay. Wah. Bro. Hey, man. Hey, man, you can't knock it till you try it, man. Just saying.
We didn't rig anything. So we did a translation. In the English version,
Thick Fila Cat Pat.
Yo, Giro with the 11 months. Thank you for the 11 months. Welcome back, Giro. Throw up some W's. So this part, they got review bombed in China over Equality on Sea, so I'm pretty sure they're just doing damage control on that situation. They're just telling the Chinese players that it was a mistranslation.
it said defend Super Earth.
I like how he said we didn't rig anything, which Super Earth, I don't think it was rigged, but fucking Cyberstand was, bro. Cyberstand was literally rigged. What's up, Belvy?
Shanghai, and in the Chinese version it said liberate. But you can't liberate a city that is already free. You have to defend it against an attack. So it looked like there was something happening behind the scenes, but it was a translation error that made it the context seem wrong. So the translation error, I think, led to a little bit of confusion.
I feel like Super Earth wasn't rigged. I don't know. I don't know, though.
Super Earth is a goal for R, not a parody.
Super Earth is a goal for Arrowhead, not a parody. Yo, Nick, thank you for the $2. Shit, I'm trying to find the graph of Cyberstand deaths. Hold on. Cyberstand was hella rigged. Let me find you the graph. So someone messaged me who was keeping track of the death count on Cyberstan. So this was just one day of Cyberstan. So this top graph was the amount of reinforcements we had left, this blue line. And this bottom line was the player count throughout the day. Does anybody see a problem here? Does anybody see a problem with these graphs? The total reinforcement, or was this, I don't know if this was deaths or reinforcements remaining. I think it's reinforcements remaining. The reinforcements remaining went linearly down, and it was the same amount of loss per hour as when we had 150,000 people online as when we had 70,000 people online. We lost the same amount of reinforcements per hour throughout the day. Arrowhead tried to railroad Super Earth to make the last stand in prosperity, but the diver said, nah. That's wild. I don't think Super Earth was rigged, though. Super Earth also felt very natural. Super Earth didn't feel rigged, I'm gonna be real.
But it was truly in your hands, 100% democracy.
3个小问题。第一个问题，上海保卫战里面最难忘
In the defense of equality on sea, what was the most unforgettable moment?
的是
I think the one that really got me, and it's not funny, but it's the one where Chinese and American helldivers coming together. That for me like resonated really hard.
Yeah, one of the missions that we have is to bring people together, like in laughter and having fun together, and people who would otherwise never high.
That was the best moment of Super Earth, was the Chinese player base standing up for us and saying we should rename the DSS to DSS York Supreme because we helped them hold equality on sea. And it was really funny that they wanted to rename York Supreme to, like, what did they want to rename it to? Fucking Jerry or something? So it's like, I don't know, man. I don't know, bro. We had to fucking rally super fucking hard to get people to not vote for the meme-ass fucking name for York.
And have fun, and I think that's needed in 2026. So
Bernard.
That was the best part of it.
第二个问题 ，just one word， 中国玩家等于
Patriots. I think so.
That's a good one. That.
第三个问题，做游戏最怕玩家
When making games, what are you most afraid players will do or think? Okay, this is a good question.
填空。
I think one of my biggest fears that gamers think that we make the game for anything but the love for players.
Okay, so this is really fucking funny because I'm pretty sure this interview took place really soon after his AMA, and really soon after everybody called them greedy and just doing shit for money because all they push is war bonds and they completely neglect every other system and the performance of the game. So every single system, including progression and the Galactic War, is still neglected, which makes them look really greedy. I don't think they necessarily are greedy, although that's questionable to me now that they're trying to implement so much FOMO for daily active users. I don't know, man. I think they have too much. I think there's something. I don't know. We're going to talk about the FOMO in a little bit.
Like the reason why we make video games is because we're big gamers. We love video games. We love
Name 5 games.
the cultural impact that video games have.
We're gamers, guys. We're big game. Name 5 games, bro. And don't say fucking Astrobot or what's that? What's that one card game? Roguelike? What's that one roguelike card game? If we release a helmet every other Warbond, they will be happy. Just make sure you do a stratagem. Yeah, Balatro. Don't name Astrobot or Balatro, bro. Or Slay the Spire 2.
And anything where it's misconstrued, that
Baskinator made a tweet naming more than 5 games. No way.
Log in for your medals, grind your credits.
Yeah, we're going to talk about the FOMO situation soon. That's on my list of things to talk about. Yo, Nick, thank you for the 2.
最后一个问题了，在未来的发展当中，你们希望你们的工作室能成为什么样？
In the future, what kind of studio do you hope Arrowhead will become? So remember the previous answer to the question that they make things for the love of the game. They're not greedy. Let's hear the answer to this one.
样子，
the studio that we mentioned the most is From Software.
They could sell you a blank box that just says From Software, and we would buy it because we know it's a unique game experience. And I think that's my dream for us, is that, you know, we could sell a box that just says Arrowhead Game Studios next game, and people would buy it because they know it's a...
We do things because we're big gamers, and we do it for the love of the game. Not any other reason. We're not greedy. Oh, okay, what kind of studio do you want to be in the future? We're just going to sell you a blank box and you're going to buy it. Did the person watching back this interview before it aired with those questions back to back actually stop and think for more than 1 second? Or they just said, nope, this interview's good. Just fucking ship it, guys. We're good to go. Bro, this is shameful and pitiful.
Great co-op game, and it's going to be experienced like no other. So,
speaking of the back of the box, it's really funny they just want to make a blank box and sell it to you. Let's hear what Shams had to say about the back of the box a year before.
And Helldivers kind of puts everyone into the same funnel, and now we're getting to the point to kind of figure those things out. But the thing that had us kind of, you know, lost was that we got away from the core fantasy. The box, it literally says on the box, you know, kill monsters with overpowered weapons. And in our kind of strive to find balance, I think we ended up balancing.
Oh, by the way, in their strive to find balance, bro. And the question was, you're a studio that cares more about fun than balance. Yo, what's up, Lawsy?
The game in a way where the core fantasy.
Since Sony's getting rid of physical media, it really will be an empty box. Shit. Yo, Lawsy, I want you to know you wrote Copium tune, but AI autocorrect says I'm a cop. Yo, Lawsy's a fucking cop, bro. He's a cop. We got a narc in the chat. This dude's snitching.
He kind of died. And that's when we got the backlash. So I think the real big...
So it's funny. The answer to the question is you'll just buy a blank box when Arrowhead notoriously has had problems with false advertising, what it says on the box. Spread democracy with overpowered weapons. Work as a team to overcome impossible odds. Where's the impossible odds, bro? Where's the dudes? There's no dudes on any mission, bro. If I'm able to log into a game without hardlocking, I am met with like fucking 20 voteless. Like there's no enemies in the game. Are Worst Riders fun or balanced? No. So freaking boring. Yo, Lawsy with the 23 months.
Everybody gets bullets.
The AI knew I was a Fed.
The AI knew he was a Fed. Yeah, I'll throw up some W's for Lawsy. Thank you for the 23 months. Where's the teamwork? Everything we can do teamwork-wise fucking sucks and no one does it. Bro, I think that's a really good point because I don't understand why the bubble shield grenade can only be thrown like 4 feet in front of you.
Zero Dudes Infinite Fog Burning CPU.
Yo, Nick with the $2. Zero Dudes, Infinite Fog, Burning CPU. And Vargar with the 20 gifted members. Throw up some massive fucking W's. Thank you for the 20 gifted. Big W's all around. Thank you, Mr. Vargar. I fucking appreciate you. It was a huge 20 gifted from the man with the biggest penis.
And bullets for you. Everybody gets bullets.
Or possibly the women with the largest labia. I'm not sure. I only see a screen name. Yo, thank you, Vargar, for the 20 gifted. Yeah, I'm a freaking member now. Yo, put up some fucking fat chuds in the chat then. Hugest. Yo, if you got a gifted, Be sure to put some hyper mpregs. They didn't like that we had fun baiting vote lists with high up lure mines. Now it drops at your feet. Bro, that's what I'm saying. All the teamwork stratagems are the worst stratagems in the game. The bubble shields, the bubble emplacement. The Bastion handling sucks. The FRV handling sucks. Team reloads suck. Bubble shields can't be used to team together. Yeah, even the bubble grenade is just small enough for like, I mean, you can fit a couple people in there sometimes. I'm grateful to I was so naive. I believed in so many things. I even wanted to apply to work there. Thanks to Narrowhead, I lost all my trust to Western devs. Now I expect lies, gaslighting, hatred, malice, and sabotage in all AAA games now. No, you should go work there, and then you could be our mole. You could give us the sauce. The bubble shield pack even sucks. Just bring the ballistic shield. Honestly, you should work there, bro. You'll get like 20 vacations a year, bro. You should go work there. Yo, what's up, Red General? Damn, everybody misses the luscious locks, bro. They'll be back. They'll be back, guys. Don't you worry. My luscious locks won't be gone for long. They buffed all the grenades, but didn't give us +1 bubble nade. The expendable stratagems no longer fully track enemies. Brody finally remembered his P word. Only hire if you live in Stockholm. They still resisting hiring anyone outside the city. Thick is gaslighting us over his dome covering. We must send on to them only him. Rip and tear until it is done. No, I'm not shaving my beard. Tile spawn, what the fuck?
And bullets for you. Everybody gets bullets.
2.
Tile spawn, what the fuck does that say, bro? The Warhammer gun will have level 2 armor penetration, so you certainly won't complain.
战锤枪将拥有2级穿甲能力，你肯定不会抱怨。
The Warhammer gun will have level 2 armor penetration, so you certainly won't complain.
Yo, Tile Spawn with the 16 months! Throw up some W's. TTS didn't even try. Yeah, I just read the number. Alright, is there anything else in this interview?
So that's the role model. Thank you for the defense of equality on sea, and thank you for supporting us with Helldivers. We would be nowhere if it wasn't for you.
Promise that we'll have some really amazing stuff lined up for Helldivers, and especially for the Chinese community. Shishini, one word Yoshi.
超级公民们，本次特别报告任务
Is this Chinese John Helldiver? That's kind of peak.
成功，请记住，就像上海防线永远缺一名前兵。
Prove to yourself that you have the strength.
It is the Chinese John Helldiver.
And the courage to be free.
What's up, Suda?
Join the Helldivers.
Maybe I should keep this stuff open so I can make a video.
Like that, but that was
Bolt pistol will be AP7 and 65 damage per shot. With drag, that loses half that damage at 10 feet. Someone applied, told us they were super anti-crunch and super into mood and wellness. So you get massage service and relaxation breaks, and there is no such thing as deadline in anything unless it's very urgent. All right, we'll watch that later. All right. All right, chat, let's talk about the FOMO. So, Those guys go to John's barbecue and foot massage. He was told they created Arrowhead to make a game studio that has zero crunch to prove you can be successful without it.
Where have you been, dog?
Yo, Riot with the 4 months of Prime. Where have you been, dog? You know, with my perception of Helldivers 2, the game is a dumpster fire and it's tiring, so I took a break. Mountain scaled armor vid getting nuked off the internet. No, I don't know what that is. I'm hate farming super credits right now because I know I will FOMO buy whatever they have in the superstore. I don't even care about FOMO. I don't care about what they put out anymore. So I don't care if you have to participate in a major order to get the reward. Like, that doesn't bother me. However, there are, I think what's interesting here is, why are they doing this now? I think there's a couple things that's interesting about that. And I also think that when we were angry about the Mech Warbond and the game got review bombed over it, they took that. They took our feedback and then implemented it in the worst way possible, which was adding FOMO. Like, they literally took our feedback and said, how can we spin this to, like, help us? Like, okay, we're gonna put these free items in the Warbond. So instead of selling them and making money off of them, how can we raise our daily active users? And I think that that's a little bit scummy, first of all. So that's the first thing, is they took our feedback and twisted it into adding FOMO into the Galactic War, right? That's the first thing. The second thing is that I should pull up the dev interview where he said good FOMO. I don't have the video file anymore. Was this the good FOMO interview?
Succeed or not with what you're trying to do, and the action of the players shape the outcome. So you have this, and then you have players, and you take them with you on this journey, but you ask the players are rather tabletop role-playing games. We have a game master that initiates this and that plays with the community.
Can someone find good FOMO for me? Can someone find the timestamp for good FOMO while I rant? The tank was free with slips and none of the enemies were balanced around the 1.6 pick rate tank. Crimson Desert will have co-op before HD2 is fun again. So anyways, in one of these interviews, the game director literally says that they don't like FOMO. Promo, chill. Yo! Chill. Come here. Bro, don't start licking your sack. Bro barks at the window. I tell him to chill and he starts licking his nuts. Hey, come here. Over here. Rumbo. Get over here. Rumbo. What's up, dude? Is that your paw? What's up, dude? You were just licking your sack. Back up. Back up. Get back. Go lay down. Go lay down. Lay down. Good dude. Dab me up. Look, he's giving daps. Oh, I don't think you guys can see him. Dap me up. Give me a dap. He protect, then he goon. Anytime is a good time for a sack lick. We saw him raise them paws. Where's the cat? You got a dog? It's my roommate's dog. I've always had him. I think it's time for the Hassan tactic. Anyways, what was I talking about? Oh, yeah. So I think it's interesting that we had a game director. I'm still waiting for someone in chat to find the good FOMO timestamp. So I think it's interesting. We have a game director who says that that Arrowhead is against FOMO, and they only like good FOMO, which they described as FOMO is related to like items in a game or possibly microtransactions or whatever, right? But good FOMO is like, oh, well, we had a situation like Malevelon Creek and you had to be there for it. So good FOMO to them is like events that happened that you had to be there for. Like, we're never going to have Malevelon Creek again. So if you weren't there, you weren't there. And that's that. So then, and it's even to the point they got rid of the Superstore rotation. Like, are we going to talk about how they got, like, are we going to forget how they got rid of the Superstore rotation? Straight up. The Superstore doesn't rotate anymore. I'm not even sure if everything's on all the pages. Maybe they didn't implement it fully yet. But, like, there's not even a Superstore rotation in this game anymore, bro. That's how much they don't like FOMO. They're against FOMO as a company thing. Okay? But now we're going to implement things such as login rewards to try to raise the daily active users. So this is a shift that goes against their company principles, and it's worth talking about, and it's worth saying how they're doing something wrong. 550, my goat.
Appreciated with our game, one thing that I do really appreciate with our game is that we lean a lot into what we like to call good FOMO, which is this. When we say good FOMO,
thank you, Danny. Thank you, Slithery.
Is that we do want to have FOMO in the game, but not the kind of bad FOMO that we don't like as players, but rather the good FOMO that is you get to take part in and shape this pivotal moment in the Helldivers universe. So, for example, Malevelon Creek was one of those moments that the players created.
Okay, so I think you get the point. So this is the issue: is that he literally lists out that them as a studio don't like bad FOMO, such as login rewards, right? Such as login rewards. We want good FOMO, such as Malevelon Creek. Well, because of the fucking different systems in the Galactic War, what's the player impact modifier? And also the resistance levels and the planet health and the way they implemented cities, Malevelon Creek isn't possible anymore. You can't even have the good FOMO he's talking about, and they have now also implemented the bad FOMO. So it's like, you can say something like, oh, you have to participate in the major order to be able to get the reward from it. And I think that's a logical thing, and I don't even disagree with that statement. However, it wasn't like that since the start. Since the start, the Helldivers are one unified troop. Everybody has the same, everybody has access to the same shit. Of course, there's progression and, some microtransactions with it. But the point is, when we went and fought on Tian Quan to earn the mechs, we earned those mechs for everyone. There's something to it that we earned the rewards for everyone and every future Helldiver that hasn't played the game yet. So it's not that I'm sitting here and being like, oh, I just want everything. Like, nah, it's just that's not what the game is about at its core, and that's not what the devs want the game to be about either, yet they're implementing it anyway. And then the final thing I want to say on this topic is the reasons that they're doing this. There's no reason that they would be doing this except for increasing their daily active users. That's it. There's no reason to implement that you have to log in to get the reward. You don't even have to play the game. You just have to log in, by the way. The only reason to do that is to increase your daily active user count. When, if they actually properly listen to feedback, if they didn't lie and stealth nerf and hide and do dog shit balancing to the game, all the balance changes since Into the Unjust were just purely net negative for the game, by the way. Like, everything, every single balance change since Into the Unjust just needs to get reverted. I need to see reverts from these devs before I ever put any, like, bro, my sentiment for the balance devs is negative. And it'll go to net zero if they revert a large number of different things. It'll go to zero. Like, if you actually listened to feedback and made the game better, it would increase your daily active users. If the game's performance wasn't fucking horrendous, more people would play your game. And it's quite literally that simple. And instead of doing stuff to make the game better, they just say, oh, you have to log in to get the reward. It's fucking pitiful and shameful. Those are the only two words I can use to describe all of the actions they've done since Into the Unjust, since the Xbox launch. It's literally pitiful and shameful. Where's all your fucking Xbox players, bro? How many people are online on console right now? $20,000 people online on Steam, 42,000 people online on Companion. So about half the player base is on console. Where's all the Xbox players, bro? This game, I know everybody who bought this game on Xbox does not have everything unlocked. Where's all the Xbox players? They have plenty of progression and content to chew through. Where are they at, bro? Why are they gone? They scammed Xboxers. We quit. I don't know anyone still playing on Xbox. The player count makes me sad to look at. Every Xbox player lefted, and no one can blame them. They all lefted. If only they righted. The controversy turned the community against each other for no reason, and people are now defending the time gate system that does nothing but reduce amount of enjoyment in the world. I'm Xbox and stopped about 3 months ago. Okay, strong lad. I've brought these numbers up on stream multiple times. About a month after the Xbox launch, Xbox console was half the player base. So this has been this has been the case for at least 6 months. Thanks, libs. It runs on 30 FPS performance mode on Xbox S. Xbox players are too busy playing Starfield. On Xbox launch, Xbox users alone were like more than half the player base, I feel like. I forget the exact numbers. They had 500K max players on the Xbox launch. There was about 180K on Steam. And PlayStation versus Steam has anywhere from a 60-40 split, anywhere from a 50-50 split to a 70-30. I think it's generally 65-35 PC, PS5 is what the ratios have been since launch. So like 180 was it 180? 180 divided by, so it would be like 270 if the ratio of 1/3, 2/3, it would have been 270 for PC and PS5 and Shams posted a screenshot of 500k active players. So just under half the player base was on Xbox alone on Xbox launch. And about a month in, console has never been more than 50%. So about a month in, every single fucking Xbox player quit the game. That is extremely negative, and it's not for no reason. And the reason I'm bringing this up is not to talk about player counts and say like, oh, look, the game's dying because the player counts. Like, I don't give a fuck about that. It's to say that Arrowhead is implementing FOMO to raise their daily active users. So obviously they've noticed and they've cared that their player counts have fallen off a cliff. And it's funny that that's their solution to that, when they could simply listen to feedback and make the game better. But instead they're in fucking denial because the people who are right about their game being bad are a bunch of fat fucking chuds on the internet. That's how they view us, is we're just a bunch of fat chuds and we just think the worst things about them. But what do you want me to say when all you do is fucking lie? What do you want me to say when all you do is fucking nerf whatever I post a YouTube video about and then lie in the upcoming patch notes about it? Like, what do you want me to say? What do you want me to say about you? You want me to say you're a good person? You're a good dude? And here's the thing. When I call someone a retard, I will immediately move on from that. Like, you could be a retard, and then 5 minutes later, you could be the smartest person ever. Like, I don't hold grudges. Okay? As soon as you do something and then keep on that path, I'll be on your side again. Just do the right thing. That's it. The past doesn't matter. There's no way players know what they like. Pilestat probably. Bruh, I love that kind of statement of like, we're the doctors and you're the patient. It's like, hey, you gave me this one medicine and it obviously wasn't working. And then you gave me this medicine that was working. And now you're telling me to switch back to the medicine that wasn't working again. I'm pretty sure that's not going to work. Like, it's like you can only take the doctor-patient shit so far. You can literally only take it so far. Don't blame a fish for swimming. You think the worst about them because they are shitty devs. I think the worst about them because they are Swedish. We are not the same.
I am bleeding.
Yo, Nick with the $2. I am bleeding. Yeah, what's up, M Porky? Maybe he's LARPing at the doctor that gave everyone fake cancer positive so he could make them pay for chemo. Arrowhead is based. I ran AI to read all the unique logins. I posted this 10 days ago. Uh, 22 million sales. They were added to the list of games that passed 20 million. 4% of buyers remain. This is like from every 100 buyers, 95 quit. If you divide it into platform, 2% PC, 0.91% Xbox, 0.91 PS. Remaining player pool by highest estimated number, 600k, 200k, 200k. I feel like PlayStation has more players than Xbox on average. But I guess, I don't know. All in all, they still have 1 million unique players at the highest estimate, which relates to current concurrent player count. Arrowhead hates success and are allergic to money. It sucks how locked into their own mindset that the Arrowhead defenders are. They don't even want to have conversations or arguments. They just block you after dismissing you. There's no point in having a conversation with someone who denies reality, facts, and logic. Something's off. I don't really get what this post is. Like, I don't know. Send me the Reddit thread so I can read the context. They said they wanted 5,000 players and they're on their way. What's up, Sandog? Galactic mod kills that ever happening again. Me and Cheese Danish are of the same mind. So yeah, I don't know. They've made it so bad to the point of apathy. Bro, I don't know what the problem is with a lot of game devs. Like, I don't know. I don't get it. Why is it taking to October for this to happen? What do you mean? Did they fix the game yet and remove bugs and terrible AI? No. Feels like Helldivers 2 sub has turned into Halo shit. Halo says sub full of insufferable bad faith people. Reddit is just a cesspool and a hive of scum and villainy. Oh, the FRV? I don't fucking know. Let me read this FRV post. The supply FRV comes home for good in October. Save up your requisition. It'll be available for all Helldivers. Super Earth High Command has an update regarding the FRV. The resupply, blah, blah, blah. It's being made permanently available in October. Helldivers will be able to unlock it with rec slips. To our June campaign veterans, you earned the prestigious vehicle through dedication and camaraderie with old-fashioned boots in the mud, and you have been wielding it in the defense ever since. I don't know. They just picked a time gap that you would feel FOMO if you don't do the next campaign reward. That's all this reads to me. That if you don't log in for the campaign, then you have to wait 3 months. So you should log in for the campaign. It's just fucking stupid. It's pitiful and shameful. It's literally just pitiful. Like, it's like I said, you can sit there and say like, oh, you should participate to get the reward. And it's like, okay, fine. But you have to ask yourself, why is Arrowhead doing it this way? They've never done it this way before. And in fact, they have taken a hard stance against doing it this way. So the facts of the matter is, their reasoning for doing it this way now is to get people to log in for the campaigns. They want to increase their daily active users, or probably weekly active users, because I'm pretty sure they use weekly active users more. And so why do they want to increase their weekly active users? And the answer to that is they're not hitting a target for weekly active users that whoever's in charge said that they should be hitting for whatever reason, whether it's just not sustainable or they don't have enough players, whatever it is. So what are some ways, besides implementing a FOMO system, can we do to increase our weekly active users? Oh, did you think maybe if you don't ruin your reputation and lie to and get caught lying to your community, you would have more players? I think you would have a little more players. Do you think maybe if the game could perform well, you would have more players? Yeah, I think you would have some more players if the game didn't crash or hard lock your computer or run like shit on console. And the answer is that they are unwilling or unable to do the good stuff for the game. They're unable to make the performance better, and they're unwilling to not lie about balance. So this is their solution instead, because it's way easier. It's a cop-out. The defenders are saying non-participants don't deserve the car. Bro, imagine just being such a retard that you can't ask yourself...
15 from Nick. I must go give them hell for me chuds.
Yo, Nick with the 15. Have a good night, brother. He said he must go give them hell for me. Can we get some hyper mpregs in the chat, please? Throw up some W's. Like, bro, just like, I don't know, bro. It's just a bunch of people who don't know their left from their right. They have to go like this to tell left from right. Like, it's just people without critical... It's people who are free of thought. It's the mindless masses. Like, bro, just think to yourself for 5 fucking seconds what's going on here and you'll figure it out. It's literally that simple. Like, you're a fucking idiot if you read this and go, oh, you don't deserve the reward if you don't play. You're literally just fucking stupid. You're a slop enjoyer. You love consuming the slop. You must be hyped for the Warhammer collab, bro. If you're hyped for the Warhammer collab, you're a slop enjoyer, bro. You like slop. You know who you are to me? If you're hyped for the Warhammer collab, you're garbage goober.
Where do you think you're going?
Oh, well, you know, the red light usually means...
One of the biggest points of this game was that we earn these rewards as a community, and the entire community then gets the reward.
Exactly.
FFS.
Exactly. Flash with the 5, throw up some W's, and Winnie coming in with a 5, gifted. Yo, what's up, Winnie? How you doing, King? Throw up some W's. Flash, thank you for the 5. Winnie, thank you for the 5. I like the game. I'm excited for new stuff to try playing with. Yeah, that's fine. But you're a garbage goober. Yo, thank you guys for the donos. Anyways, look, here's the thing, bro. It's okay. Like, bro, some people like blue cheese. And here's the thing. If you like blue cheese, you're literally a fucking fat, disgusting pig. Okay? Only fat, gross, disgusting people enjoy blue cheese. But I'm not going to kink shame you, homie, okay? But it's just the truth. I am going to kink shame you a little bit. But it's just the truth, bro. It's just the truth, bro. If you like playing Helldivers, you're a slop consumer. Like, you like slop. You like garbage. You like trash. What did blue cheese do? It's for people. Blue cheese is for disgusting people. Okay? It's for people who probably fucking smell like mold. And it is what it is. It is what it is, bro. Some people are disgusting, and that's life, bro. You think I don't like some garbage from time to time? I sure do, bro. I just ate some Takis. Although I didn't get the red dye 40 Takis this time. Let's see what kind. Oh, no, there is red 40 in here. That's wild. There's red 40 and green Takis, bro. They literally put the fucking red 40 in my green Takis. It's actually there. How are you going to put red 40 in my green Takis, bro? They're green! They're green, bro! How is there red 40 in here? That's crazy. That's why you're angry all the time. Red equals mad. RJK Jr. fucking lied to us about fixing our food. Injecting the red 40 in my vocal cords. Warhammer Warbond should have everyone on high skepticism alert because the previous 2 collab Warbonds are last place on every tier list. Nothing wrong with some tasty carcinogenics. Like, here's the thing, bro. It's trash. It's fucking garbage. And that's fine. That's okay. But you are, in fact, garbage goober. Yo, Rendar with the 25 months.
And bullets for you. Everybody gets bullets.
I'm nervous about the bolt pistol because it will make 2 to 4 sidearms obsolete. We've been burned so many times by the dev's vision. Hope that WB is good.
Yo, Rendar, thank you for the 25 months. Let me tell you why I'm not nervous about the bolt pistol. Because even if the bolt pistol isn't slop, the whole game is slop, and I don't give a fuck anyway. So I'm not nervous or worried at all. Because if it's slop, that's just par for the course, nothing changes. And if it's not slop, well, the whole game is fucking slop anyway. So it's still par for the course, and still nothing changes.
It means there's garbage.
Where'd this stuff come from? Garbage goober! Get out here and eat this garbage!
Trash. Yeah, I love trash. Yum, yum, trash.
Hell yeah, I love that little guy. Wait a minute. Is that Mountain Dew in my quantum transport solution?
I saw you were marking the level, so I had to top it off.
They took my goddamn crow! Not now, garbage.
Bro, Garbage Goober is literally a Harvard graduate.
Just the way you like it. Garbage Goober, we got freshy trash for ya. Extra stinky, just the way you like it.
This is me. I'm Garbage Goober's wife. And I'm like, bro, you guys you went to Harvard, guys. You and then this is all you guys in my chat right now. You fucking disgusting slop enjoyers. This is you guys. I'm Garbage Goober's wife. They could be like, not my circus, not my monkeys. Honestly, so on brand. You went to Harvard. Trash. I love trash. Yum, yum, trash. I want to eat trash.
Trash. I love trash. Yum, yum, trash. I want to eat trash.
Donkey! You idiot sandwich. I've been playing Dawn of War these past couple of weeks. They wish they were Garbage Goober. Garbage Goober's actually loved. Yo, we could watch Land of the Lost for free on YouTube. Oh my god, comedic genius Will Ferrell stars as has-been scientist Dr. Rick Marshall, who gets more than he bargained for when his expedition takes a wrong turn into the Land of the Lost. Now Marshall, his crack smart research assistant Holly, and a redneck survivalist named Will have no weapons, few skills, and questionable smarts to survive in a world full of marauding dinosaurs, fantastic creatures, and laugh-out-loud comedy. Damn. Bro, don't you guys love reading these fucking movie descriptions that are just fucking slop, bro? I love this fucking Will Ferrell slop. Same shit, different toilet. Anyways, what's next, chat? What's next? We got a Buzz video. And I know you guys already watched this. And then I know you guys already watched this on Clay's stream. But we're going to watch it for a third time on my stream.
Helldivers 2 is slowly turning into a game for no one. With the feeling you see more and more these days when it comes to describing how a player feels towards Helldivers being one of indifference or apathy. You see, it's important to first understand that apathy is not hate. Far from it. Apathy is the...
Do you ever wonder if the reason they keep buffing enemies and get nothing done is because they're playing as the enemies like we have seen before? They want to have fun killing us.
The state of indifference or the suppression of emotions, resulting in a distinct lack of interest, enthusiasm, or motivation. It's a feeling of, for lack of a better word for it, just feeling meh. However, when you turn to the medical definition of apathy, it takes on a very...
Bro, Buzz, why are you pulling out definitions? What is this dude, fucking Webster? This dude's fucking Webster, bro?
Important specificity. You see, medically, apathy is the lack of goal-directed activity.
How's this even a medical term?
However, before we dive into all this, I wanted to say two things. The first is that I'm doing this video just mostly off the top of my...
Oh yeah, they have 2 teams for the War Bond, bro. That shit's crazy.
Buzz is wrong, Toe. I do hate HD2.
Yeah, me too, man. Actually, I think I am just apathetic now. I think I used to hate it, but now I just don't care. We're just farming and grifting. Yo, put a W in chat for the farmers and grifters. Aren't enemies supposed to adapt to us, and that's why chargers now turn faster? Oh, true.
Head. It's coming from the heart, and so if my delivery is a little bit out of sorts, you know why. The second point is that I'm not taking this opportunity to curb stomp Helldivers while it's down. I've loved the game.
Why not? I'll curb stomp it while it's down. Fuck it. Who cares?
Since my very first dive back in early 2024.
He's literally glazing right now, bro, talking about how he loved the game since 2024. Okay, Glazer. Why don't the Glazers like this guy, bro? He's literally just glazing right now. And the Glazers on Reddit be hating on him. They say he the devil.
Combat Sandbox offers up some truly unique ways to let players express themselves through tactics or skill. But love alone or enjoying the combat alone isn't enough to get this game to grow and ultimately to evolve. Back on June the 4th, we got this announcement from the Helldivers game director.
I'm going to disagree with him a little bit. He said, what did he say?
Themselves through tactics or skill. But love alone or enjoying the combat alone isn't enough to get this.
The only problem with the statement you're making, Buzz, is that the combat is very unenjoyable right now. It's very unenjoyable because of the things they've done to the game, and it spawns. If the game would just spawn a bunch of bots on my head, like I'm sitting under a detector tower, then I would have fun. It's pretty much that simple.
This game to grow and ultimately to evolve. Back on June the 4th, we got this announcement from the Helldivers game director centered on progressing progression. Odd title, but okay.
Joe Biden, don't try to speak some fucking logic or sense, okay? Get the fuck out of here with that shit. Go eat some chocolate chip.
Okay. And inside this post from
What's up, Cario? Yes.
Mikael Eriksson, we learned about galactic campaigns, a more specific application for player progression, some changes that were supposed to be coming in short order, which have still not all arrived. Keep in mind this post was from a month and a half ago. And finally, things like a level cap increase, fixes to Hellpod steering, and stratagem balls bouncing were effectively punted down the line.
Like, here's the other thing as well, bro. We are all playing other games. Like, who in chat has played Helldivers in the last month? Let's do a poll. Have you played Helldivers in the last 1 month? Start poll. This is just a game that we once enjoyed, that we see a lot of potential in, and it's not living up to its potential. And it's that simple. And we just want to rant about it and all congregate into a space that could possibly be a safe space for people who want to cry and also be a diver.
With all of that coming sometime later this year. In fact, if we run this thing back just a little bit further to the end of April, when Johan
actually playing
on Pilstedt, Arrowhead's CCO, took to Reddit with his unannounced.
If you only played a single mission to get the hyena, honestly, vote no. Like, have you seriously played for the last month? Don't count the FOMO login bullshit that they implemented and you logged in. I logged in for the hyena as well, okay? I also logged in. That doesn't fucking count.
Ask me anything. That makes it now, what, roughly 2 months where we've seen what come to the game? A whole bunch of back and forth with armor level.
I haven't played in 2 years because my computer doesn't like the game. My graphics card broke. I have my 2060 plugged in. I sent my graphics card back, and I'm waiting. Also, I'll be right back. I have a package outside. What is it? What's up, kitty? Yo, Winnie! Winnie with the one gifted to Sargento.
Bullets for you. Everybody gets bullets.
Yo, Winnie with the one gifted. Throw up some W's. Not gonna lie, I have seen Brokeback Mountain. I was super bored one night and just watched it. Oh, thank you, Joe Biden. People be saying Hyena is good. We're just making excuses for not able to make a loadout around it. How have you not bought a better graphics card with your YouTuber money? I have a 7090 that just broke down. And also, I haven't streamed or posted any videos for the last 2 months.
Get that cat some of the good stuff.
Yo, Thack with the 10. Brickums. You want a treat? Ricky. Come here. Alright, chat. This is Goblin Mode, sponsored by Thack. You guys ready for this? Get out of here. Not for you. He scares my cat. He's about to go Goblin Mode. This is the good stuff. Bro, I can't see the fucking camera. Alright, now I can see. Can we get this humble streamer more donos, please? His cat is kind of homeless. Not yet. Poor pup. I'll get him something after. He likes carrots. I'll get him a carrot. But he scares my cat. My wife uses those treats at her clinic. That's cool.
All right, Thick. Your turn. Eat the cat treats too.
Not for $2. Yo, Tile with the 2. Yo, thanks for the $2, Tile Spawn. That you can't, that is non-refundable. Thank you. Thanks for the non-refundable $2. Appreciate it. I play 4 missions a day so far after they fixed FPS. Wasn't that, upscale update kind of garbage, though? Hold on, I'll get the dog a carrot. You want a carrot? You want some carrots? Come on. Come on. All right, we back.
And durable damage, landing us back where we started before all.
Bro, the Hyena doesn't even fucking one-shot light things on fire. How much ammo does it have? Like fucking 5? And then you gotta reload? I want to crop this dude's fucking name out. Hold on. You guys want to see a funny comment? Wise Guy Cheeto sent this to me. This is a boneheaded take, brother. The hyena is a flanking weapon. That's its main combat role, not just against hive guards. Your mistake is treating it like a frontal assault rifle with burn damage. It is a flanking rifle whose burn damage makes mixed body shots and imperfect angles far more efficient. In that role, it consistently outperforms the DCS. You may not know how to flank, like to flank, or care to play that way. That is on you, not the hyena. It is literally in the name, dude. Hyenas attack from the flanks and rear of their prey. Arrowhead outsmarted you.
All the tinkering began. We've now got galactic campaigns. The campaign terminal and in-game rewards are back for winning said campaigns, which should have never been taken out of the game in the first place. And, you know, overall players feel it. They might not be taking to the social channels and calling out the studio, but I guarantee you they feel it. They are internalizing it, and it's led to this general movement to other games. Right now, as I'm sitting down and recording this video, there's 48,500 divers logged on worldwide, with 35,000 of those being PC divers. Now, back when we got Xbox joining the game, there was that whole ODST war bond, and alongside it, the Into the Untested update dropped. And that's when we got that famous quote from Sham Jorjani asking us to stop shitting our pants because the total player counts had topped over.
Bro, I feel like my audio settings suck.
500,000 players, including both consoles and PC. So
my audio settings did fucking suck. Holy shit, that's way better.
Oh, in what? 10 months time? The game has shed 90% of its players that were diving back on September the 2nd, 2025. And I've got to tell you, Xbox players still haven't returned.
Have you seen what female hyenas are packing in real life? If you haven't, look it up. What the hell? Do female hyenas got a dick? Is that its tail? What the hell? That's actually crazy. Look it up.
They got into the game, they saw what was happening, and they just perma-checked out. And even now, you know how you can see them when you go to your friends list in game, but they're just like grayed out because they're all...
That ain't a tail? I'm about to Google it. Why do female hyenas have penises? Female spotted hyenas have a pseudopenis. They have an elongated clitoris and fused labia due to high levels of male hormones during development. This structure allows females to dominate the social hierarchy and provides them with total control over mating, since males cannot force reproduction. Holy fuck! Because the female mates and gives birth through this organ, the process requires her full cooperation. This makes forced copulation by males physically impossible. Females are larger and more aggressive than males. They use the pseudopenis, which can become erect, for greeting. Bro, I never knew this. That's crazy. They use the pseudopenis, which can become erect, for greeting and appeasement rituals within their strict female-led social clans. The organ's development is driven by high androgen exposure in the womb. While it makes urination and giving birth incredibly difficult and dangerous, often proving fatal for firstborn cubs, the overarching benefits of supreme social dominance allowed the trait to persist. God damn, that's wild. I could have lived my entire life without ever knowing any of this. Why? Blame Joe Biden. I knew this because of Animal Planet. That's crazy. Can't believe Lion King lied to me. This is a fun fact I don't really find fun, bro. Why are we talking about Yin Fudas? They're all Fudanari.
off playing something else. So now it's back to a vast majority of players being on PC, with a small slice you can find over on PS5, and a handful, I mean a smattering, left on Xbox. And at this point, the game is done expanding to new console markets unless Arrowhead or Nixies somehow ports it over to Switch too. So as a studio, this...
Oh, Barnaby, you showed up to the stream right at the right time. I'm a furry, so I knew about this. Furry Yanni? Do you think hyenas can goon? I think hyenas are absolutely gooners now. I had the displeasure of learning this during the main Discord mods being outed as cub enjoyers. Also got to learn what that was, so that was awful. Yo, what's up, Caleb? Big dick equals domination over the small dick hyenas.
This is what you've got to work with. Now, the good news is that somewhere spread all over the globe, you've got something over 20 plus million Helldivers, at least according to a report from Alinea Analytics back in January 2026. But as a studio, you've got to start giving those 20 plus million players a lot more reasons to log back in. Back in late April, Arrowhead announced they were moving from a system of everyone got every reward, regardless of their circumstances, as soon as they logged back in, 1 month, 2 months later, whatever. All the medals...
I can't concentrate anymore. I can't concentrate on the fucking video anymore, bro. Joe Biden, you fucked up the stream. Hold on, let's rewind a little bit.
Something else. So now it's back to a vast majority of players being on PC, with a small slice you can find over on PS5, and a handful, I mean a smattering, left on Xbox. And at this point, the game is done expanding to new console markets unless Arrowhead or Nixies somehow ports it over to Switch too.
Bro, we should get a Switch port of Helldivers. That would be so good for the game, guys. We would get so many new Switch players on like 15 FPS with textures missing.
So as a studio, this is what you've got to work with. Now, the good news is that somewhere spread all over the globe, you've got something over 20 plus million Helldivers, at least according to a report from Alinea Analytics back in January 2026. But as a studio, you've got to start giving those 20 plus million players a lot more reasons to log.
Bro, you know my reaction to seeing that picture was so pure too. I just went, do they got a dick?
Log back in. Back in late April.
They're putting Space Marine on Switch? There's no way, bro. That game will not fucking function on Switch. There's no way they're putting Space Marine 2 on Switch. Oh my god, they are putting it on Switch. Bro, fuck this company, dude. They're so trash. If you put your game on Switch and it's like a fucking shooter, you're a garbage company. You're literally a garbage fucking company. Oh, let's take half our fucking resources to do a Switch launch.
April, Arrowhead announced they were moving from a system of everyone got every reward, regardless of their circumstances.
Here's something that'll take your mind off it. A duck's thingy is corkscrew shaped.
I knew about that one. Yo, Tilespawn, thank you for the 5 Monopoly dollars. I did know about the corkscrew penis. Throw up some W's for Tilespawn. Shad with the $2.
Put Helldivers on mobile. Helldivers mobilized.
Put Helldivers on mobile. True. Isn't Switch 2 better than Xbox S? Is that actually true? If that's true, then maybe I'm just wrong.
As soon as they log back in, 1 month, 2 months later, whatever, all the medals, weapons, and cosmetics were there waiting for them, which is...
I gotta Google that. Is Switch hardware better than Xbox? No. You're just a liar. You're literally just a fucking liar. Who lied about that? Plantero. It was fucking Plantero, bro. Don't you have the helm of knowledge? Shouldn't you know this, bro?
Is the system this game operated with from day one. It's always been 100% about community, managed democracy, all for one and one for all, you know. And we went from that to a system of incentivizing players to log in with in-game rewards. Log in sometime during the Galactic campaign, even if it's just for a few seconds.
Switch 2, not Switch. Does Switch 2 have better hardware than Xbox. Arrowhead busts out the ball pool when they bring the mods to Sweden. I think they meant Switch 2. Well, the AI is thinking. Switch 2 console comparison closer to Xbox Series S than PS4, according to developer. Damn, it's really thinking about this. Can't generate? Give me the AI overview, bro. No, the Switch 2 does not have better hardware. Compared to the Series S, the Switch 2 has a weaker raw GPU in pure numbers and frame rates, but it uses AI upscaling. Because of the upscaling, the Switch 2 can sometimes output sharper final image resolution. Bro, fucking upscaling looks like dog shit. Upscaling looks horrible. 9 times out of 10. Bro, I remember seeing people on Twitter try to make fun of people who say they don't like fake frames. They're like, what even is a fake frame? It's like, bro, have you ever turned on an upscaler? It looks like shit. What are we talking about? Like, have you ever turned on a fucking upscaler, bro? It looks horrible.
Seconds. Stand on the bridge of your ship, log back out. If the players win the majority of major orders during the campaign, you're going to get the reward. But here's one of the factors that has plagued this game since it launched.
I wouldn't be surprised if it is more powerful than an original Xbox. Would I be? Are our phones more powerful than like an original Xbox or original or like a PS1? Probably, right? I don't know though. That's a good question because I feel like a lot of games on original consoles were pretty in depth, for sure. Are we sure about that though? I actually don't know about that. I would say it could go either way. AI upscaling either looks terrible or looks nice, but has horrible TAA ghosting. Most modern phones smoke PS3s. Well, but I'm thinking about it, right? Because it's like, what was on original Xbox, like Halo 1? Would your phone be able to play Halo 1? I don't think so. Not well. It wouldn't look good, or it'd have bad FPS. What was the FPS on original Xbox? Original Xbox Halo 1 FPS. 30. Could, fuck, what's my phone called? It's the Google. I got the Google phone. What's this shit called? Oh, the Pixel. Could a Google Pixel run Halo 1 FPS? Yes, a Google Pixel could definitely run Halo Combat Evolved and at better performance than 1 frame per second because the original Halo was designed for the early 2000s. Modern Pixel phones have vastly more processing power. That's crazy. That's crazy to think about. So maybe I'm thinking that, like, the reason why I didn't think it could is because, like, it's not optimized in the first place for a phone, but if it was, it probably would be able to actually run it. Old games were... Yeah. They were made specifically for that hardware. Yeah. Just do a check between a Google Pixel 9 Pro versus a PS3. Google Pixel 9 Pro hardware versus PS3. That's crazy, bro. It's crazy how much smaller they've made technology with like more processing power. Dude, the clock speed is the same. They're both they're both basically the same gigahertz. 16 gigabytes. This only had 256 megabytes of RAM. The VRAM, I don't know. UFS flash storage, mechanical HDD. Vulkan. The display is 120 hertz. The Google Pixel 9 Pro operates with vastly superior energy efficiency, drawing a tiny fraction of the electrical power required by the PS3 while delivering exponentially higher computing capacity. Crazy how PS3 games ran with 256 megabytes. Optimization is dead. Thick becoming a mobile gamer. Technology evolves quick. Always love the fact that the entire first mission to the moon was completed on hardware less powerful than your phone. Yo, what's up, Adu? Compare flops. Can I play Fallout New Vegas on my phone? I mean, you would have to get a proper emulator, but probably. The stark contrast stems from historical design goals and hardware manufacturing processes. The PlayStation 3 was built on a 90 nanometer semiconductor fabrication process, which generated significant heat and required massive electrical currents to drive its complex cell architecture. In comparison, the Google Pixel 9 Pro features a mobile chipset built on an ultra-dense, highly optimized 4 nanometer class node, allowing billions of additional transistors to execute tasks within a strict thermal budget engineered for passive, fanless operation inside a pocket. That's cool. Technology's cool, man. Don't you have the same phone as me? Is there a Pixel 10? I have the newest Pixel. If you have the newest Pixel, then yeah. One of my VTuber friends plays games on her drawing tablet. She plays HD2, for example. She snipes devs with a stylus. Didn't we buy our phones at the same time? Oh yeah, I have a Pixel 9. I got it before the 10 came out. Yeah, we both have Pixel 9 Pro.
Being that none of this is actually spelled out.
Why do you choose a Google phone? Because I don't want an iPhone. I'm not an Apple person. And
bullets for you, and bullets for you.
Yo, Curry with the 16 months.
Hi, waving emoji.
But actually 24 months. How you doing, King? Good to see you, Mr. Curry. Matchies. Also, I got my Google phone on like the Giga deal. Your barber cooked? He actually did, bro. My barber also didn't speak English. I had a good feeling about it. I was like, this guy knows what he's doing. I tipped him $10. Miss ya. You too, Curry. How you doing, bro? Google phones to track my every move ever. Why do you think... Bro, you need a fucking Huawei phone. What language did they speak? Spanish. Dominican bar... He's Mexican. Apple overcharges for everything, including repairs. I just don't like iPhone. I don't know. I'm just not about it. Can you show us the back? The back of my head? GTA Barber Aura. All phones track you. Not a flip phone. I had a flip phone for the longest fucking time. Since you tipped him, now you need to farm super credits. You got to get a taper next time or a low fade to grow the curls. I was thinking about keeping the top longer, but I just wanted to cut it all off this time. The Jinxie dent. Do I have a dent, chat? Well, my hair is dented. I don't trust anyone but Latinos to touch my hair either. W burner phone. Tower pings even on a flip. Yeah, but I feel like you could turn off a flip phone and then it's not tracking you. But I feel like if I turn off a pixel, it is still like I could still be tracked. Keep some length on the side. Oh no, I don't want that.
For players in game. There's something like 1.4 million people in the official Helldivers Discord. Not all of them.
Thank you, Curry. You too.
Pop up over there, but there you go. That's how many there are. On the official Helldivers 2 YouTube channel, they've been posting these campaign trailers, Operation Census Thunder, Termicide 2.0, and these things range from 286,000 views up to 400,000. The studio also pushes out notifications to Twitter and Reddit and Steam, but again, none of this is found in game.
I like getting a haircut in the middle of winter for some reason. I don't know. After a little bit, it gets too cold for sure. But I don't know. I like the first feeling.
When you fail to meet your 20, 21, possibly 22 million players where they're found at, that being in-game, they start checking out. They weren't there for the April announcement that the game rewards was doing a complete 180 because they don't want all that smoke and insanity of logging into Reddit, X, or the Discord. Arrowhead is failing to meet the needs of its players when it comes to keeping them in the loop, and it's been this way since...
Bro, I love watching people's Helldiver B-roll and just some fucking bullshit happens. Why didn't that Fabricator get destroyed?
Smoke and insanity of logging into Reddit.
Did he miss? Did he throw it yet? Like, bro, that shit was dead on. Does Giga Grenade not destroy a Fabricator? It was dead on.
Logging into Reddit, X, or the Discord. Arrowhead is failing to meet the needs of its players when it comes to keep...
Why are we still talking about this stupid game? Because I'm grifting. This is a game that's easy for me to grift, Carrie.
Keeping them in the loop, and it's been this way since launch. There's no bestiary. There's no compendium. The Galactic Table actually used to give us less information than it does now, but that took a long time to show up in game. Not to mention all the hidden mechanics in the game that players have to turn to third-party sites to even learn that they existed, like durable damage, status buildup, and the rest of it. Why is the broadcast terminal, that big screen TV thing, not blasting infomercials about in-game changes and hidden stats? The ship technician that drives us all batshit crazy when we get back from a crazy hot extraction and she's like, good mission, but you forgot the samples. I mean, first off, can we please get an emo?
Did he call her hot or did I just hear things? Oh, he said crazy hot extraction.
Like, good mission, but you forgot the samples. I mean, first off, can we please get an emote that allows us to send her back to work in some far off terminal in the ship? But if that's not possible, why isn't she keeping players in the know about what's going on? Like if movies for our ship destroyer big screens take too much time and the Galactic Campaign computer is busted, which it still is, by the way, not running in DX11, and the campaign major orders are still not reading correctly.
I feel like they could get trailer shots out like this, like, in almost no time at all.
It still is, by the way.
Like, they could be doing shit like this, like, so easily.
By the way, not
what are
samples? Yo, Carrie with the $100 dono! Throw up some Hyper M pregs. Show them how fat you are. Yo, Curry, thank you for the $100, King. What are samples? They are just here to fill my fat stomach. Yo, throw up some big W's for Mr. Curry. Are there sample needs in the room with us? Curry, why are you always coming in here hot as fuck? All thrown explosives seem to whiff randomly, just like the ultimatum. Damn, what a big fat W.
Running in DX11, and the campaign major orders are still not reading correctly. I feel like the ship technician with a clipboard could, receive a higher calling and possibly give us some useful info for once. For instance, did you know shooting durable body parts with laser weapons is actually futile? You know, something that players could actually hear, process, and then take that knowledge with them during their next dive. Tangent over. Anyways, EXO Experts released on April 28th. It's now, what, July 18th? In 10 more days, that's 3 months when we were told that War Bonds would release at 6-week intervals. Now, there was an announcement and a complete shift away from the last War Bond that was set to release, which was tossed around in the community.
Has it? Holy shit, it has been 3 months since the Mac War Bond, huh? Isn't it crazy that they have 2 War Bond teams? And they only canceled 1 War Bond. And they still don't have another one out. Just showing some love. Fucking W, Curry. It's good to see you, brother. What you been playing recently? It's just shameful, bro. It's shameful. They've been sweating over the Warhammer War Bond that's coming soon, but they have a separate War Bond team for them. The entire War Bond team is 1 dude and the janitor. In before Warhammer War Bond is 2K credits. Perchance. It could be.
That it was the Hell Drivers War Bond with the FR.
Yeah, Nate, I know, but I'm saying like they have 2 full War Bond teams and they had to cancel one. And like they don't have the next one ready. How do they not have like 7 War Bonds ready by now? Like it's kind of crazy. Half the studio on Warhammer War Bond, the other half on fixing stratagem bounce. Yeah, and they have a whole team investigating stratagem bounce. So they have 2 War Bond teams, and they canceled one or delayed one, and they still don't have another one out. And they have a whole team on stratagem bounce. Oh, and they're all on vacation. Oh, and they're getting and they're going on a trip to China again. What's up, Frizzy? What is there to fix with stratagem bounce? It shouldn't bounce. I can't wait to see the monkey paw and bouncy stratagems and hellpod steering. I'm sure they're working on a list of patch notes. Brother, they're on their 6-week vacation right now. There's nothing in the pipeline. The next patch is going to be tiny. How much you want to bet? I'll be surprised if it's like actually a big patch. It's going to be a small patch. Work is optional, apparently. Like, bro, this is the moment where you're like, okay, they haven't done anything for a while, so that means something big must be coming. And it's going to be like 6 lines of patch notes to represent their 6 weeks of vacation. Which Swedish Christmas is this? Bro, we need the we need the second breakfast meme, but for vacation. They're just giving us that War Bond for free. By free, do you mean 2 vehicles and we only got 1 because we failed? No more stratagem ball bounce, but now when you get ragdolled, a random stratagem ball hits the ground from your selected pool. There's no balance patch for the next update. The monkey paw would be that they resolve the hellpod steering and make the enemies detect that you're approaching them and make them move out of the way.
And supporting gear for that theme, and that was halted after the player backlash of putting vehicles into War Bonds. And by the way, solid call there to take that one out of the rotation. But Helldivers is a live service game. It's often seen as a seasonal game.
Just working, no games in forever.
Story arcs. They log in to check out the new War Bond, and then they slowly drift off again. Machinery of Oppression and the invasion of Cyberstan started back on February the 10th. And we've already spoken about the lack of a War Bond, which should not be the only means of progression players get to engage with inside the game. So, yeah, let's get into that.
What the fuck? The Buzz intro's 8? This was the intro? Bro, put the intro 8 minutes in, bro.
Also found in this June 4th post is a section
True,
spelling out
Curry.
player progression that is supposed to combo with the Galactic campaigns, bringing in personal campaign progress, which basically allows us to fight.
Did you ever finish Crimson Desert? Yeah, I played that game for like 200 or 300 hours. I mean, I didn't 100% it. I finished the main story, and I'm... I don't know if I could look up my progress in that game. I don't know. I'll probably... 200 hours. I'll probably play again when there is a DLC.
And earn personal rewards in case the Helldiver army as a whole loses the campaign, and we stand to get 0 rewards for that weeks and weeks of effort. Unfortunately, like the level cap increase, Hellpod steering overhauls, stratagem balls bouncing and disappearing into the ether, and this player progression system, these things were all announced with a caveat of coming sometime later this year. You know, when it comes to Arrowhead, I feel like they operate much like we heard about with recent reports concerning Bethesda and Bethesda Game Studios, and that in some cases, there was something like 14 levels of leadership. Even a small, like, visual change had to pass through before it could actually get approved. I mean, there has to be someone over at Arrowhead that is willing to step up and say, this is what we're going to be doing, this is what I expect, and this is the time frame, no exceptions, no compromises, and it just gets done. The new Galactic Terminal is cool, I guess, but you know, the information it's giving us is the same we could find on the Galactic table, maybe just a little more fleshed out. But this new Galactic campaign system is exactly what we had back in the game in 2024. It's just now called a campaign system. It used to be 2 or 3 major orders back to back to back. Pick which planet you wanted to liberate with this reward attached, pull it off, get the reward. Or here's some new experimental weapons, try them out while battling the automatons, and since you won those major orders back then, those strat weapons are now available for permanent unlock on your ship acquisition computer. So it's the exact same stuff now. Fight for weeks, organize the troops, win or don't win a reward, the end. In the meantime, we've spent the last, 5 months going through an arms race with devs adjusting this over here with durable damage to enemies, then buffing Helldivers, and it's gone back and forth for months to now get us to a point where things can still hurt your armored vehicles, but now the little ankle biters can't. And, you know, the community sees that. They feel it. My audio's busted. Oh, that's too bad. Here's a super credit hacker prevention mechanic. Hey, I can't steer my Hellpod and I keep landing in cyborg meat grinders. Oh, that's too bad. Here's a helmet. Missions and mission design has remained...
I was in deep thought, chat, because I want to make a video of what we talked about on the stream today with the different interviews. And the FOMA situation and Pilestat lying about giving bi-weekly updates. And he said he sent the team to cash the checks and they didn't fucking do that. I was just thinking about what I'll say.
Largely the same, and I feel like this could have been an area where Arrowhead could have invested the time instead of spending 5 months taking up dev time and monkey pawing durable damage changes back and forth to get us back to...
Oh my god, I didn't cover the win for the community. That was the other thing that we were going to talk about too. All right, we'll do that after the video.
The point of a net zero. Now, I'm not a developer, but Hellpod steering and strat balls bouncing from here to the moon and back at one time worked better. Let's say they actually worked properly. So then why is it we need to form an official committee to investigate the issue that you caused and then come up with a proper solution? I try to contain myself right here. I'm literally clenching one of my fists. If you want to see players bounce from your game to play something different, install teeth-grinding bullshit that drives them nuts, and then tell them, hey, we hear you, Mr. Player. That's going to take us 6 months. Players don't have the time or the patience for that crap. You are the studio that installed it, so uninstall it. And can anyone explain why at times I will just randomly...
Bro, I don't really care about anything Glazers have to say at this current point in time, because I haven't even streamed for like 2 months, so I'm just disconnected from the dumbass fucking shit they're saying. But one thing I'll say is it is really funny. It is really funny how we'll complain about something and then they'll implement something and then the Glazers celebrate what they implemented and then they try to be like, oh, well, they didn't do this because you complained. Like, bro, how do you say shit like that and just think you're a serious person? Like, honestly. Meanwhile, any fun bug, unintended features crushed in days, if not hours. You can now build your cat a cat house and cat playground in Crimson Desert. That's crazy.
Explode while on a planet or catch on fire when there's nothing on fire around me. What drives me crazy is Arrowhead has the winning formula. They had it back in 2024 before the Galactic War modifier was introduced effectively.
Like, bro, if you glaze this game, you have to understand that the complaining will never cease because there is a fucking laundry list and dumpster fire of 1,000 completely avoidable things that were completely and utterly obvious and avoidable. Like, the Charger turn stealth nerfs, the durable health changes, the durable damage changes, the enemy vehicle rebalancing shit. Like, the main problem is you have all these people at Arrowhead who are doing work on this fucking bullshit, wasting time instead of making the game better. Like, because they gave a bunch of enemies 300 times durable damage, they had to go back for 5 patches in a row to fix it, and it's still not fixed. Meanwhile, that time could have been better spent actually making the game better. This is the issue, is that it's just a bunch of people who are professional bullshitters and time wasters who are actively making the game worse nonstop. If you want people to stop complaining, then you need to join the complaining. And they need to be accountable to their actions and own up to it so that they can actually make the game better so it can live up to its potential. And it's quite literally that simple.
Actively gimping player efforts. And so my thought is,
what's up, Nate?
They can find that winning formula.
What have you been up to? I've just been playing PoE, bro.
Again. And speaking of that modifier, it's high time to nuke that thing. Nothing gives a player a feeling of hopelessness more than what that modifier actually does. Now it's either follow the mob wherever it goes or face the possibility of no progress. And when players feel like a game is either aggravating them on purpose or not valuing their time, that's when you see the greatest feelings of apathy set in. I was there when the game launched, and
like, I've had some conversations with people, and we'll talk about the different issues with the game, where it's like, okay, one of the game's issues is the Galactic War, and that's like the most important thing, right? And it's like, how do you rank the issues with the game? Well, balance isn't necessarily a high-ranking issue, like realistically in the grand scheme of things. Like, I think the Galactic War and an actual progression system is more important. However, their obsession with balance and the things they do wrong with it cause them to go back and spend more time fixing it and cause ill will within the community that it is one of the most important issues. Like, if the balance was not that bad, or if they didn't intentionally do things to spite the player base, then it would be a less important issue. But because they do so many dumb ass fucking things when it comes to balance and so many spiteful changes, it's a way larger issue than it needs to be. And they need to fucking lock it in, bro. And meanwhile, we talk about this shit and we want the game to be better, but these fucking morons are on vacation for fucking 6 weeks and just wasting more fucking time. And they're going to get back and they're not going to think about any of this. And some midwit who works there is going to be like, what if we fucking make the Scout Striders anti-tank? It's just like that's where I'm at this point. Like, just me predicting the next dumbass balance change they're going to make is just throwing a fucking dart on a board. Like, AP4 Hive Guards, bro. That's what they spent so much fucking time cooking to revert it in one day. How much time do you think they spent on making the Hive Guard AP4? Like, you can tell yourself it's just one number change, so it didn't take any time. But the problem is, how many meetings do they have when discussing these things? Like, how much time was actually spent on AP4 Hiveguard, and they thought it would be an impactful change to the game? It wasn't fucking impactful at all, and all the time the community spent arguing about it was also fucking stupid. It did nothing to the game. Like, it made the sentries a little bit worse, and it made Light Pen a little bit better. It fucking did nothing. It was a nothing burger change. How much time do you... bro, and you know, the way they read that patch note in the video, they thought they cooked. It fucking did nothing for the game. It did nothing to the game. It did very minimal. And it's just a giant fucking clusterfuck of wasted fucking time that could be better spent doing more things. When will they fix meat blobs not phasing through the terrain? Anyone involved in AP4 Hiveguard was stupid, and anyone that defended it was terrible at the game. That it's actually insane. Yeah, it's insane. It's a giant clusterfuck of how much time can we waste. And this is the problem. This is why Arrowhead has wasted potential, because I would just be so curious to hear an answer. Like, if I ever get an interview with a dev, I'm gonna say, how many meetings do you have discussing balance changes? Yo, Crazy Mage with the $5. How you doing, Miss Mage? Can we get some W's in chat? Good to see you. Thank you for the 5. I mean, yeah, sure, the AP4 Hiveguard ruined your adjudicator, and it made the sweeper worse. And it made Light Pen slightly better, and it made the turrets slightly worse. Like, the overall impact of AP4 Hiveguard in terms of how much is it making the game feel different was very minimal. Didn't make the game fresh, didn't make it cool, didn't make it new. It was extremely minimal. It's literally a nothing burger of an enemy. It's just an annoyance of an enemy. And meanwhile, they made a Hiveguard seed like a year ago now. It's just fucking stupid. They spent 7 months making a Bile Titan who ragdolls you permanently. Your Eruptor campfire story is becoming more and more relevant every day. The balance team just sweeps dust from one end of a room. They look busy, but ultimately achieve nothing. And that's the problem, is the game has degraded, and it's gotten worse and worse while they're sitting there doing nothing and wasting fucking time, bro. It's just sad. It's shameful, and it's pitiful. And this is coming from a company who's supposed to be different. They're supposed to be different, bro. But they're not. They're more the same fucking slop in the gaming industry. And it's fucking shameful. Just got home. It's fucking hot outside. Glad you're back. Yeah, it was like 110 where I'm at. The other day, at least. Aside from time, think how much money that change cost. I work in IT, and the company takes the salary of the whole team as part of the cost of a project. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's a bunch of wasted time and money. They more than likely have a skeleton crew that's working on HG2 while everyone has left for Brighter Shores for their new game. They only care about their next IP. Dang, that's hot as hell. I've spent more time spanking my monkey than playing Helldivers in the past month. I have.
Through that first year. And that's not the way this game felt. It was much more dynamic. We could launch covert.
I haven't played Helldivers in the last month, but I sure as shit spanked my monkey.
Operations on planets that were not tied to the EMO, and we could do some actual damage there versus the bots or bugs. Malevelon Creek is just...
Does their handling of the game kill your hype for the 40k crossover? My hype for anything Helldivers related was killed in September 2025. When was Into the Untested? That's when that whole month of how they handled the game and everything, and social media and the content creator program and everything surrounding the game after September 2025 murdered any hype I had for the game. After their most catastrophic update of all time, they did a patch. They released Nicholas and Lenart, in Baskinator's words, to save the game. And they came out and lied to the fucking player base about the Coyote, bro. Which is insane. It's absurd. The game is so bad right now, mods aren't even fun. All we have now is spanking the monkey. Are you still in the Propaganda Commanders program? Yeah, for now.
One example of what a smaller force of dedicated divers used to be able to do, but those days are over.
Bro, not only am I not buying Arrowhead's next game, I'm never buying another Swedish game ever again. If there's a game trailer that makes me hyped and then I find out it's a Swedish game, it's immediately going to kill all my hype for it. Bro, fucking Arc Raiders did the same shit. They release a banger of a fucking game and they squander all their fucking potential doing nothing. It's absurd. How do you do that, bro? How do you do that, bro? Isn't Darktide Swedish too? Yeah, and why do you think that's a dumpster fire of a game and a company as well? Same thing with the finals. Well, that's the same devs as Arc Raiders. Yo, Curry with another $20.
$20 is $20.
$20 is indeed $20. Filling up my fat stomach. Yo, throw up some W's for Curry. Thank you, bro. Darktide released a new class that is pure power creep. I mean, Skitari's pretty fun. They took the devs off. Well, first of all, they took the devs off Darktide to go work for Arrowhead. And then they took the devs from Arrowhead to go work for Embark. And somehow it's all the same timeline. It's insane, isn't it? It's all that Swedish salt. It's almost like it's the same devs killing every game that comes out of Sweden. If you just follow the trail of LinkedIn work history, it'll paint a picture for you. Their vacations are all taxpayer funded. Swedish video game industry is a giant tax farm of complacency. It's crazy. It's all the same people killing all the Swedish games.
Over, which is in many ways why we see this tribalization of factions. It's an Illuminate major order, so why are you bug divers over there doing your own thing? You know, that sort of thing. You know, way back when, it didn't matter, but it does now. And when you take away player choice to play the game the way they want to play it, they just move on. April 28th, Exo Experts Warbond drops, and we see quite a nice spike in the players, at least here on the PC charts, but 6 days later, it's crashed. Also, there's no visible spikes or improvements in the player counts since Arrowhead made.
This title is very aptly named as well. The sad and slow death is Helldivers 2. It's because it's the Destiny timeline. Helldivers 2 is on the Destiny 2 timeline. It's not that deep, bro. It is that deep. You're just ignorant of it. This just reminds me of Destiny 2 a lot. Yeah, exactly. I just said that. It's the Destiny 2 timeline. Like, the title of this video is very aptly named. The sad and slow death of Helldivers 2. Because that's what's happening. Helldivers 2 isn't just going to keel over and die like these other games. It's going to be very sad and slow and drawn out. And people are going to be in denial about it even after they make their next game. And then they're going to announce that they're ceasing support for Helldivers to go work on their next game. And then their next game's going to flop, and then they're going to fire a bunch of people from their next game. And the only reason I think that is because that's exactly what happened with Destiny and Marathon. And it's very obviously on the same exact timeline. Hi, Duck. Dead. For Marathon, will Arrowhead delete paid content like Bungie? Time to go spank my monkey. I love the game for what it is. I understand being upset, but it's a game. Okay, cool. Good for you. I'm sorry you feel like your livelihood was killed, brother. I hope you could find another game. Why do I gotta find a different game, bro? I can make content on a dying game. You think I can't?
Made that announcement that you had to log in to earn the Galactic Campaign rewards, which means Helldiver players are motivated by other outside forces, things that reward players and don't come in the form of a new shiny reward like a new FRV or rifle. Things like dynamic gameplay moments that create I was there memories. Things like speedy pro gamer changes that are made to improve the feel of the game versus, we'll get to it by the end of the year.
What's up, T?
Things like skill expression when finding quirky ways to take on certain enemies that are quite a bit off meta. I'm not saying Helldivers sucks and it's the worst game ever, even though some are going to look at the video title and thumbnail, never watch a second of the video, and then pass judgment about the contents and context of said video. And, you know, that's kind of expected. But when you've got new reward requirements and a Galactic Campaign terminal and it does bupkis for the player counts,
bupkis,
we need Arrowhead to start looking at the things that seem to really matter to this community. Is loot cool? Of course.
You
but
could talk
we
about
used to
Break
fight
and
for
I'd
something
watch and
else
don't know.
and still show up by the hundreds of thousands. Now, outside of new content story arcs
not
or
here right now.
Warbond, which will, yes, bring players back to then soon drift away, it still leaves the systemic problem of how to deal with.
It's nice I won't get banned for saying glazers. This is the Crydiver safe space, brother. You're safe here.
With the feeling of apathy. And for that to have any sort of effectual change on it, that needs to begin with Arrowhead. On a side note, I truly feel this game is 100 to 150,000 concurrent player game before a Warbond drops or we add on a story arc expansion. If, big if there, if it is doing things to keep players' attention. Quick, pro-consumer fixes, new mission designs, player progression and customization, and a feeling of we stand a chance even outside of following the mob. Those are all things that can break the game away from this apathy anchor, but being told that crucial in-game mechanics that at one time worked and were broken by the studio are now going to be fixed sometime before the end of the year, that doesn't cut it. I mean, if it takes over a month for Arrow...
Are you excited for the Warhammer Warbond? The last 6 to 7 times I've loaded up Helldivers, my computer has hard locked and I had to hard reset it. So even if the Warhammer Warbond is good, the game as a whole is slop, and it's been neglected by the developers who made it.
Look up the Swedish terms lagom and jantelagen. It makes perfect sense on why they seem to keep fumbling the bag and settling for mediocrity.
Yo, Rusty with the $5. I'm pretty sure Fobhopper has posted that in my Discord multiple times. And probably, I don't fucking know.
Arrowhead to come up with a plan on how Helldivers who missed out on the supply FRV are going to get it, along with an exact...
And ever since my first hard lock on Helldivers, my graphics card has been performing worse on other games. And now it's fried, and I sent it in for RMA. I'm on my 2060 right now. I don't even think I could play the game and stream it on a 2060. Maybe. Maybe I'll try it. Did you know you can grind USD to unlock a better computer that won't hardlock when grinding for super credits? Every time I go to quit Helldivers and go back to my desktop, my shit hardlocks, I just stop playing it. It'll be OP for 2 weeks and then get nerfed.
Date and how much of whatever resource it's going to cost. I mean, if that announcement is now taking over a month, that's a perfect microcosm for what is broken at this studio. Let me end with this. We all want this game to excel. Hell, I much prefer making a video saying that Helldivers 2 just broke 500,000 players versus one that's...
Show some PoE 2 builds. PoE 2 doesn't run good on my 2060.
Kind of themed like this, but the current state of apathy is where we are. And my fear is that it's...
I'm waiting for my new graphics card. I did a bunch of troubleshooting, and I'm pretty sure one of the VRAM chips is fried. I think that's what it is, the VRAM chips. What happens is I'll be using my computer and then both my monitors go blank and lose signal. And I can hear the audio for a little bit until it just crashes. And I ran a GPU Z test, and I was basically told they think that my VRAM chip is fried, but my graphics card is less than 3 years old, so it's still under manufacturer warranty. Have you contacted Arrowhead for an accommodation? No. Because I don't even know if it was Helldivers. It could be a... It could just, I don't know. It could just be a defect. Mine has done that before too. Luckily, I was able to boot up after. Well, I kept doing that. Is PoE 2 worth it? I'm a D2 fan. I'm afraid to leave it. Yeah, PoE 2 is really good. I feel like PoE 1 is the spiritual successor to like Diablo 3. And PoE 2 is like the good timeline for D4. I have the latest hardware currently out, and I hardlocked a few times too. I do love the fact HD2 is optimized. I feel like between Windows 11 and Helldivers and a couple other things, my hardware got fucked up. I don't use NVIDIA, I have AMD. It's all good, Jerry. The game is slop. It's just a bad game. It's just not a good game. It is what it is. My main issue with it, if I could run it properly, is that the game just spawns no fucking enemies. And I've been bitching about this for 2 years now, since 2024. It just doesn't even spawn anything. It's not even fun. It's like a fucking walking simulator. Mindless Masses has no spawns. Bugs have no spawns. The only thing that has a decent amount of spawns is the fucking Slop Strain. But they have a Bile Titan that its whole job is to just perma ragdoll you. It's fucking stupid. If your card got fried, how are you streaming? I plugged in my good old trusty dusty 2060. So I'm on my 2060 until I get a new graphics card. I'm waiting. I just shipped my other graphics card back yesterday. And I'm waiting to get a refund or a replacement. I'll probably get a 9070. I'll probably just upgrade. Grim Dawn's still my favorite, but it's so hard to play it after playing because WASD movement is too good. Yeah, PoE 2 has WASD, and it's too good.
Not only going to sustain itself, but that apathy is going to continue to grow.
Can you hardlock on a 5090? Yeah, remember when Takibo posted his video with all his tech problems? I'm pretty sure Takibo has a 5090.
But as always, it's just my 2 cents on everything, and I'm sure I left out a million talking points that were worth mentioning. Drop a comment, and let's talk about things that need to happen to energize the once vaunted Helldivers player base. If you happen to like the video, please hit subscribe and...
W Buzz. W Video. Let's read the comments. Arrowhead struck for gold and continued to mine for copper. You're still here? It's over. Go home. Apathy's worse than hate. It means people don't even care enough to hate. That's a ticket to being a non-entity. All right, let's find some glazers in the replies. Damn, there's none. At this point, Super Earth itself could be blown up tomorrow. I genuinely would not care at all. Yeah, that was crazy. He put the intro at 8 minutes. Yo, Doomslayer, you in chat? I stopped playing because even my own worst enemy thinks higher of me and my intelligence than Arrowhead does. Every time I get the urge to play, a voice rings in my head, "You sweet summer child," and then I immediately lose the want to play Helldivers. They've already been banished to the Shadow Realms. My message to the devs in Stockholm is they should get good, because I think they're having a skill issue. They ignored giving the players a long-term reason to log in and play, like upgrades, research, prestige, etc., over just Warbond. Grind out Warbond, max out, medals again, wait, repeat. That's why I think it's funny there's people defending the FOMO, because it's like, instead of putting in good things that will increase their weekly active users, they instead opted for just the FOMO route. The devs were trying to make boiled chicken, accidentally made KFC, and instead of rolling with it, they took away the herbs and spices until they made boiled chicken. I hate to see this amount of hate for a game I love. Why work when can FOMO and vacay? Sometimes I jump on PoE 2 and play one match just because I have an insatiable urge to snipe Hulk eyes with the AMR. HD2, not PoE. I feel that. It'll go away one day. How's Rogue Core now? Is it still ass? Damn, the recent reviews are mixed. Damn, 55% on recent reviews? It's almost like the devs are going out of the way to ignore good suggestions and implement bad ones out of spite. I had hope with the first update that things were trending in the right direction, but after what they've done with 1.2, I would discourage anyone from buying the game, period. They have 1,800 hours in DRG. Among my biggest problems with Rogue Core are with the boss fight designs and the Reaper worms. They already have their issues, but recent update took everything I didn't like about them and cranked it to 11. The bosses have either difficult weak points and hitboxes, poorly telegraphed attacks, overpowered attacks, or some combo. But those are the ones that stand out to me. As for the Reaper worms, I understand why they're there as a consequence for overstaying. That said, having them be invulnerable and capable of grabbing you without any way of mitigating or removing them is absurd. As of the recent update, the devs have managed to somehow make them even worse. GSG is taking a game that I really want to enjoy and making it harder to like with every step they take. The developers responded to the boss's issue by giving them more health, which they already had plenty of, considering how powerful builds can become by the endgame. Why, I feel like the Reaper worms were a little bit weird. I don't know, bro. It's like, It's like, dude, the answer is always just spawn more enemies. Like, if you want people to move on to the next stage, just spawn more enemies, bro. Damn, product refunded. I had around 28 hours on Rogue Core Plague Test. I played it before release, including 6 months before launch. And the release version, I played for 1 hour and refunded the game because I realized it was the same thing I'd already seen in the alpha. Rogue Core tries to be a roguelike, but it doesn't have enough variety. The perks are not interesting. Yeah, this is how I felt. The perk system was not interesting. I haven't bothered to go back to Rogue Core. Is there any one specific thing they could change that would bring you back outside of the hardware issues? No. There's multiple specific changes they need to make. There's a laundry list of specific changes they need to make. All right, chat, I said I would read this. Lots of upgrades are underwhelming and rarely have synergy. Yeah, I felt like the perks were like a little bit boring. All right, chat, I didn't react to this because I wasn't streaming. But this shit was so funny when I fucking read it, bro. This shit, bro. I remember me and Clay were in Discord all night. And like, when did they post this? Like 7 a.m.? I remember like 7 a.m. rolled around and we were both sleep deprived. And we were just fucking giggling so hard. We were just like, it's a win for the community. I did it for her. Bro, that shit was so fucking funny when they posted this, bro. How's Helldivers going? Haven't been in for months. Nothing changed. Nothing ever changes. Most of the X comments are like this. If you make Bolt Pistol medium pen, I'm uninstalling and will forever advocate. So no one will ever buy your games ever. I should read the replies. I'll read some replies under here. Greetings, Helldiver. You've told us that cheaters and exploiters ruin the experience, and it feels unfair when someone's games the super credit systems while you're out there earning yours the hard way. We heard you, and we're starting to implement changes that will tackle issues like this. Today, we're improving our monitoring methods for suspicious supercredit activity. Here's exactly what that means. Bro, this is exactly what's wrong with their fucking feedback system that we pointed out. This is what... I don't want to name people specifically, because... fuck it. This is exactly what's wrong with the fucking community managers, bro. This is the feedback the community managers are giving to the devs to go fix immediately. This is a win for the community. That you guys didn't even stop supercredit hackers. And Shams literally told them exactly what they were implementing. Shams out here just literally saying, yes, we can't ban anyone. Didn't he say how it was done? This will only impact cheaters that extract with a bajillion credits. I don't remember the limit, but it's nowhere near what a regular diver would be able to farm in 24 hours. So he literally just spilled the beans. The CEO of the company literally said exactly what the update does and that they can't ban anyone. Brother, if you're trying to stop cheaters, you shouldn't give them a heads up on how you're stopping them. What are we doing? And also, this update does fucking nothing. I should go look in the cheat Discord. I'm gonna go look in the cheat Discord real quick and see what they said to do with the super credit cheating. Let's see. Let's find out. I don't know. Maybe I shouldn't do that on stream. I'm not trying to blow up the spot of the cheat Discord. But it's just one of those things. It's like, bro, if you're trying to stop cheaters, you don't tell them. You don't tell them how you're trying to stop them. It's insane. It's absurd. This whole update didn't stop any of the super credit cheaters, by the way. Like Shams himself said it, that like, I don't fucking know, bro. It's just one of those things that, again, it's shameful and sad and pitiful. How much time did it take them to introduce whatever the fuck they did to not even stop any of the cheaters? This is just another giant nothing burger waste of time that it's apparently a win for the community. That instead of, like, they didn't even do anything. They didn't even stop anyone. Most cheaters just gen credits in the ship. You don't even need to play a mission. What's up, Ambar? 3 weeks to write the blog post. I'm gonna get all those cheaters, Arrowhead says confidently as it looks into the mirror. The inability has been tied to the PSN account debacle. Every player has a unique ID already. And that's fucking hilarious that they can't ban anyone. Like, bro, this isn't a serious company. I'm sorry. You can't figure out how to ban people for cheating, bro, and you're a serious company? You're a serious video game company? You're a serious video game company and you can't figure out how to ban cheaters. And you know who's cheating. And not only that, you tell the cheaters how you're going to stop them, and you also let them know. So first of all, the cheaters already know that they can't get banned. They've already known this. But, like, who goes out there and says it? If they ban cheaters, they lose 90% of their community. What's up, Adrios? Cheaters contribute to the CCP. They contribute to the Chinese Communist Party. Did they say why they can't ban anyone? It doesn't make sense to me. It doesn't make sense to anyone. Everybody I know is hacking super credits.
You couldn't hit a cow's arse with
Yo, Secadonian!
Welcome back to the slop pits. Dick Fila Hyper Mpreg.
Yo, Secadonian with the 4 months. Can we get some big W's, please? Did they say why they... Oh, I literally read that. The big suck. Anyways, bro. I'm gonna go get something to eat. I'll probably... Oh, you know what? Before I do that... let's read some comments. Let me scroll down on the comments and make sure there's no porn or not the N-word. Because oftentimes when you scroll Twitter, it's just porn or the N-word. Okay, I don't see any porn. And I also didn't see the N-word. Because their anti-cheat doesn't do anything except brick computers. Poggers, everyone's gonna forget that the devs are liars for a week. I'll be ready for when you come back to reality. That was my response. Or worse, the G word. Oh yeah, true. Yo, Chicken Man with the 15 months.
Bullets for you. Everybody gets bullets.
Yo, what's up?
Yo, what's that? Brother, it's your For You page. You don't get the N-word on your Twitter feed, bro? I like having you whisper sweet nothings into my ear. Yo, let's get some W's for Mr. Chicken Man. Damn, bro, I can't believe we're at like a 50-50 split on the poll. That's crazy. Cold Brew posted a Space Marine. A reveal that reveals what the first reveal was revealing. Would you like a reveal more? Die. Die for the Emperor. This is a good meme. Finally, here it comes. By the way, for the 40k tourists, please don't LARP Helldive. We're a very different and far woker setting and community. I should just keep scrolling, right? This community is full of fucking fat fucking chuds, bro. That's crazy. Huh? What? What? Far woker community looks inside a bunch of fat chuds. Warbond tomorrow? Always bet on nothing. Find my 24 war bonds, bro. Yo, it's Gab. Me thinking I'm about to spread democracy, the Imperium. Goddamn, Twitter people are always so angry. I'm looking forward to the war bond. My favorite game. Getting new content makes me happy. Me over here, big and round chudding. Both communities have both chuds and woke individuals. I know, bro. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying, bro. It's so annoying when people try to fucking just push politics nonstop. To be fair, I go on Twitter to get my annoying political fix. I go on Twitter to get my annoying right-wing politics shoved in my face, and then I go on Reddit to get my annoying left-wing politics shoved in my face. I'm at a perfect equilibrium, bro. I scroll Twitter, then I scroll Reddit, and then I'm perfectly balanced. 4chan boyfriend, Reddit girlfriend. Smell Divers is full of politics? No, it's not. Excited for the announcement for the release. Ah, so the player base is dying. Nice to see the plate grab show up already. When the fixes is still this year or next one? As much as I want to be excited, I have feeling they'll make the bolters hit like water pistols and chain swords hit like water noodles. $10, it's going to be useless garbage items without customization we can use one time and then put it on the shelf. Zero trust in this company. Okay, well then just play other games. There's a lot of them.
I can't wait for a new set of weapons that you can't customize.
Yo, Goose with the $10. I can't wait for a new set of weapons you can't customize. Without customization, it's what's going to bug me the most. No fix coming. They're working on the new game. Yo, Goose, thank you for the 10. Throw up some W's for Goose. Thank you, King. Stop criticizing my slop. Find your own garbage. Anybody watches Sneeko? No. What's up, Radio? What's up, Solidio? Where's the las gun? Stop crying for customization like we modify our guns every 5 minutes. Bro, this comment is so fucking stupid, it's ridiculous. Stop crying for customization like we modify our guns every 5 minutes. If the customization were good, then we would. That's a bar. Any positivity in the stream today? Brother, you click a stream that says, the title is, "This made everyone forget they lied." And you come in here expecting something else. The thumbnail says, "The copium returns." I don't understand how I have more fun with my friends thinking of hypotheticals rather than playing the game. Yet you still play it. Put your money where your mouth is, because nobody wants a bitchy prostitute. Yo, he's playing PoE 2? I bet it'll hit like a truck, but have terrible handling and ammo count to keep GW happy, but still make it feel bad for players. No idea what stratagems we will get, but I bet they will look cool and be underwhelming. Hopes are low. Then go play Fortnite. They've been making nothing but bangers. Oh, wait, this guy's unironically saying go play Fortnite. That's crazy. Wait, that's crazy. He's actually unironically saying go play Fortnite. I wasn't ready for that one. I watch people play random lobbies, and 9 out of 10 lobbies, the randoms are using the same 4 weapons. What are those? Oof, N-word. To be fair, the way they used it, it might be a black person. Could be wrong, but the little arm guard there could mean that one of the armor sets is a Helldiver colored Kazrakin model. I saw a bunch of people posting this. Oh, you know what? The little hand is kind of blue, isn't it? Well, I don't know. This people keep posting this armor set, but it's green. Is there like a blue version of this armor set? Because I don't know why, like, this isn't green. Eruptor, crossbow, purifier, coyote. It might be a Dominican person. Yeah. It's the 3 dots. Oh, I see. Is there just like a blue? That's what I'm saying, though. Is there just like a navy blue version of this armor set? Arrowhead's lighting ass. It could be green. Bro, this ain't green. There's no amount of light. There's no way the lighting could make this fucking not green. On my birthday, dude, that's amazing. My cousin's gonna be freaking out when he hears about this. Visualizing in the mirror the man I want to become. When are we getting bug fixes and the bleeding to be dialed back? Bro, that's what I'm saying. Like, that's why whoever in chat said, is there one fix that could bring you back? Like, bro, I didn't even list the bleeding changes. Like, bro, there's a laundry list of fixes just to get to net 0. Add much more pellets per shot for longer reload. Yo, what's up, Levy? A bolt pistol, so wild and unexpected. I too like to eat my toast with no topping because I am a bland, basic bitch. I wonder what made them post an announcement for the announcement.
For your next coffee or whatever you drink, Thick King.
Yo, Stellar Nut, thank you for the 5. My goat. Bro, when I end my stream, I'm gonna go make some ramen noodles. Y'all fuck with Raymond noodles? Bolt pistol's not the most bland weapon. Las pistol is. Yo, thank you, Stellar. I appreciate it. Can we get some W's for Stellar? What if the reveal for the reveal is another reveal for the reveal? Hell yeah. I fuck with Rayman Legends. There are navy or even black color schemes for Kazurkin. Yeah, but why didn't anybody post those pictures? W community. I put broccoli and carrots in my ramen noodles, and sometimes I crack an egg in there, but only the egg yellow, and I put it in at the end after I turn the heat off and mix it in. I'd go back on one condition, give me a pistol crossbow. That's what you want, Curry? It's a reveal for the announcement that the Warbond will release end of December. Bro, I need a good, real alternative to ramen noodles. I've bought... I don't know, man. I gotta learn how to make some, because I've bought, like, just noodles, like, good... But I don't like how they taste. I don't know if I have any in my kitchen right now. No, I just throw out the white part. I don't like how the white part cooks in the water. It gets too slimy. So I just add the egg yellow now. I need a good real alternative to Helldivers. There's just not one. You just go play a different game. You can paint them however you want. It's black because Helldivers themed, I'm guessing. Do you have an air fryer? No. It wasn't a shocker. They went with the bolt pistol, but they will make the recoil ragdoll you after every shot in your arm break. It better be heavy peen then. It should be a Senator side grade. It should be a side grade to the Senator. Ramyun, Nong Shim, and Indomie are the best noodle brands. I'm dead ass gonna look this up on Instacart. Wait, that's Instagram. What brand of ramen? What even is the brand for what even is the brand for ramen noodles? Getting you an air fryer. Have you played and completed any Souls game? Bro, the last Dark Souls I played was Dark Souls 2 on the Xbox 360. Yeah, Nissan. Ramyun is goated. Ramyun. Oh, these ones. But these are just like instant noodles. Samyang. I see Nong Shim. Maybe I'll order some of these next time I order groceries. Thank you, guys. I'm feeling hotshot volley guns, hellbore las rifles, melta guns, and bolt pistol. What are the odds? It's literally just the stuff they showed in the one reveal. I'll watch this because it's a YouTube short.
Gun fires a self-propelled depleted deuterium 75 caliber shell. It's got a mass reactive detonator cap that explodes on contact with a target, a diamantine tip for breaching armor, and can be adapted to many specialty uses by simply swapping out the payload. This means that for a standard bolt shell, the operation cycle is as follows. 1. The user pulls the trigger. 2. A shell leaves the barrel and after a moment ignites its onboard propellant. 3. The shell picks up speed as it flies to the target. 4. The combination of dense metal core and diamantine tip allow the round to reach the target's armor. 5. The payload, typically a small explosive, detonates. The bolt gun is not a rifle,
should get a wife.
It's a specialty rocket-propelled grenade launcher. Bolt weapons have some of the widest range of ammunition types in the whole universe. The standard infantry bolt gun fires a self-propelled depleted deuterium 70.
Depleted deuterium. Sounds like light pen. As a child, I used to love banging my head on walls, the floor, anything hard until I felt dizzy. I always wonder if it affected me as an adult. Bro, When my nephew's throwing a fit, he'll just go fucking bang his head off the floor. He had a big ass bruise the one time I was over there. That's stim levels of AP right there, -1. There are some crazy hot pots that come with heaters to cook the meal, but they're more expensive, but usually have actual meat packs with the noodles. Well, I just mean like instant noodles, right? Yo, what's up, Big L? Oh, wait, he's way back in the VOD. Hi, Big L from the past. When you get to the future, your nephew's gonna grow up to work at Arrowhead. Indomie are good too. Sapporo Ichiban chow mein with seaweed flakes is the shit. Damn, bro. I want to order some fucking groceries right now. It might not come right now, though. Instacart, when you order too late, they just deliver it tomorrow. Deuterium isn't real, and it's really funny if you look into it. Nonsensical shit from the 90s. Bolt pistol will be what the veto wishes it could be. We need a senator side grade. Like, it needs to be heavy pen. Like, all these pistols in these war bonds, like the veto is a good example, are just like, I don't know, you just forget about them too easy. Like, we have enough vetoes and verdicts and piss makers. We need another senator. There's only one senator. We need another one. Tokon free weekend for any fighting game enjoyers. From the tabletop, bolters and bolt pistols has strength 4, AP 0, so it might actually be light pen. Yeah, but isn't AP 0 in Warhammer like AP 5 in Helldivers? The Ombudsman. I bought a ton of birria noodles. Try those. They're amazing. You know, I haven't actually had any birria noodles yet. Careful what you wish for. Looks at leaks. Oh, shit. They should rework Verdict to be a senator instead of a worse Stalin. Major sale on for soda. All right, chat. Well, I'm going to go make some Raymond noodles. I'm hungry. I'm hungry as hell. So, that's it for the stream. It was good hanging out. It was good seeing you guys again. I always enjoy streaming. I just haven't done it in a while. I don't know. I just needed some time off. Some good old time off. But I'll see you guys again in the future. Later, Sick One. Later, Shay. Later, Unify. Later, Dead Snake. Later, Wubs. Later, Slithery. Later, Ombar. Later, Curry. Later, Levy. Later, Yeet. Later, Alive. Later, Pepper Jelly. Later, Psychedonian. Later, Barnaby. Later, Picture of Tom Cruise. Later, Seth Happens. Later, Shad. Later, Valdine. Later, Boobasaurus. Later, Joe Biden. Later, Cheese Danish. Later, Blaster. Later, Capandoj. Later, Zilligan. Later, Mikaru. Later, Sandsdro. Later, Lance. Later, Valdine. Later, Jumped Eagle. Later, Pepper Jelly. Later, Personal Music. Later, Levy. Later, Alive. Later, Solace. Bye, Background. Oh, Background just got here. Damn. Later, B3. Later, Duck. Later, Cupwise.